All right, let's check this out. Let's see if this is going to work. First things first, let's make sure that everybody can hear me and Dr. Kroon. We are hanging out in Google. We may or may not have anybody come join us during this. We'll see. And Dr. Kroon, we are hanging out in my Google. Video here. It is working there, so I can hear it. So I know we're going live. John, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so you guys in the outside chat, let me know if you guys can actually hear him. I know you guys won't be seeing anything right now. You guys are going to go back and forth between the game, and we'll be right back screen because I'm kind of doing two things at once here until we get settled. So I want to make sure they can hear everything first. But yeah, we're going to be doing a Kerbal Space Program a little bit today. I've only been playing this game a week, but I think I picked up enough to really kind of get to the moon and back, even though I've done it a few times on my own. But I was kind of hoping that maybe the audience could kind of help build a spaceship, launch it, and get it to the moon or Mun, and then bring it back safely so we don't lose our Kerbal, because I haven't had any Kerbals die yet except for the one. Well, I've had them die, but then I start over again, right? So I cheat. Right? Yeah. So I know. I feel bad for them, right? Because they look like happy little greenish little alien things, and they don't really realize they're in danger, and when they do, they kind of get freaked out, and I kind of feel for them.
So is this like they know, like we've been hired to help them get to the moon and back, or is it like
I don't think they're aware of us.
We're not even Kerbals ourselves.
We're Kerbals.
Just so like
we're Kerbals.
Oh, we're
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so let's get started in the game. Okay, so I actually have some games set up just in case we can't do this, to show people how to. So I've got some save points. But basically, when we start the game, you have a couple of different options. You have the ability to play a sandbox game where you have all options open. You have a science game where you can play normally, but you also have to consider how much science you're getting. You have to go do experiments, and you have to like open up science trees. And then the third option is career, where you actually have to take into account finances and economics, which is really, really difficult. So I'm just going to kind of renew a save game that I have here, so that I've built some rockets myself. Like I said, just in case we can't figure this out. I mean, by the way, John here is an actual certified astrophysicist. So if him and I can't figure it out how to get to the Mun and back, we're going to be screwed.
Okay. Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure at all. We're not going to get into end-body simulations, but, orbital mechanics is orbital mechanics, so the fact is I have had a little bit of science. I mean, I know a little bit about physics. He knows a lot about physics, so I think between the two of us, we could actually make this work. So I'm going to kind of go over the basics of the game and then get right into it, so you guys on the outside who know the game can kind of guide us of how to do this as well. Now, this is basically your complex here. You have your launch pad, you have your tracking station, research and development for your science games, astronaut complex where you can buy astronauts, administration where you can do contracts. Contracts would be like, okay, send up this Kerbal tourist and make sure he comes home safe, and you get this amount of science and this amount of money and things like that. This is not going to be Pio asked, is it going to be an actual discussion? No, this is going to be about the game. We're not going to have an actual discussion. We're just actually going to try to get to the Mun and back. Space plane hangar. So we are just going to build a spaceship. How about that? We're just going to jump into that.
Yeah.
Want to build a spaceship?
Oh yeah.
All right. So.
Whoa! Look at this.
This is the hangar. Now, like I said, I've actually built some other spaceships, and there's some stock ones and stuff like that. But we're going to kind of do this from scratch, so everybody kind of see the basics of how to build one in case they've never played this game before. So over here is all your components, your elements. You have pods, fuel tanks, engines, command and control, structural, coupling, payload, aerodynamics, ground, thermal, electrical, communication, science, and utility. It is very daunting, to say the least. Okay, there's a lot of things you can do with these things. I've seen some ships that people build and just been blown away, kind of like a rocket erector set, right? So I am going to start by asking the live chat, do they want to send one person to Mun or like 3 Kerbals? I honestly think one is much easier, because I think the ships are easier to build. I kind of want to get their input on that, though. I mean, the first mission up in orbit was single, but they want to do 3. I don't know if I could do 3. I've done 1. I haven't sent 3 there yet. So I mean, do you want to like take the challenge, or do you want to do something that I've already known? All right, they want to.
Well,
What do you think? They want to do 3.
Don't you need 3 to like because remember in real life during the Apollo missions, like everyone's like frantically doing stuff, like everyone's got a job.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I don't know
how it works.
I don't know
Yeah, they actually do
like
the same
how
thing here.
detailed this game is.
It's detailed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because one of them,
Okay.
like for example, one would be a scientist, so the scientist can do the experiments.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I
Cool.
gotta do what they want. Damn them. So we're gonna try to do 3. So we're gonna use a Mark
Okay.
3 cabin. Okay. Mark 1 3 command pod. So we're gonna just start with there. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do on here is what do you guys think? I don't need the monopropellant. What that is for the EVAs. These guys are not going to be out there very long. And what I've discovered is that if you get rid of the monopropellant and you're not going to be EVAing much, it saves you some weight, because this whole game is about maximizing your fuel, right, and minimizing your delta V, because the more delta V you have, just that cost-wise, the more fuel is going to use. It's based upon your rocket efficiency. So. Yeah, the monoprop is also used for reaction control, but I'm going to be using a fuel, actual monoprop system here, I think, for reaction control rather than what's in here in the EVA. So I don't really think I need the monopropellant in here. What do you guys think? Should I keep it, or like I said, I could probably add another RCS for it, or a fuel tank for it. But we'll get into that. Yeah, well, okay, so it's not for the EVA anymore, because I thought it was for the EVA, and then when you go into the capsule, it kind of goes back and refills that. Okay, keep it. All right, so we're going to keep the monopropellant, I guess. Now, the first thing I usually do, and then, like I said, the outside check can kind of guide me, I usually just go ahead and add a parachute, okay, because something's got to go on top of here, right? You want to slow things down, right, John?
Yeah, parachutes are good.
Alright, so usually it's the Mark 16 parachute, but for 3-man capsule, it's going to be the Mark 25. Alright, so you see how this works is you just click it on there, that little green ball, it just clicks on there. So it's kind of like connector sets. Then you can also check to see if you've got your center of gravity. This is your center of mass. Then you can see if you have your thrust and aerodynamic overlay, but we won't be using those. All right, so this. Oh no, that's not the right chute. I'm sorry. Okay, so which chute? I haven't done the 3-man one, so this is gonna be new for me. Which parachute? Is it this one? Okay, it's the Mark 16 XL.
Yeah, what are the specs?
Tolerance is 12 meters per second impact. I usually try to get down below 10 meters per second impact when landing on the Mun. Yeah, the orange is for slowing descent, and then the blue is for your main lander.
Okay.
So, all right, so we got the right chute for this one now. Good. The next thing, what do you guys want to add? Do you guys want to add a monopropellant tank? These are your fuel tanks. There's different kinds of fuels. There's solid, there's your rocket fuel, and then there's jet fuel. Each one requires a different engine. Which one has different ratings as far as efficiency? Yeah, we'll throw in the batteries and all that stuff real quick. But the electrical stuff. But do you want to add monopropellant for for thrusters? What this does is, what this would be is where I'd put the thrusters here, and the thrusters would be up for more fine tuning. Now I don't really do a lot of fine tuning when I'm circularizing the orbits and stuff like that, but if they want to on the outside, ask them what they want on the outside. Do they want RCS system or not?
How are you seeing what they're saying?
Oh, you're not. Do you have the link to the outside chat?
Let me see here. Did he put it on my Facebook thing?
Yeah. Okay, they say I should have RCS. So this is the type of fuel tank that the RCS system uses. And then you need an actual engine for it. Now, I think it's actually command and control. Would you use the RCS thruster pack for these? And then what you would do is you go down here and you say, I want symmetry. So this is a 4-fold symmetry. So this would be putting on 4 of these, just like that. Or are these too small for this? Because this seems like an awfully small engine. So maybe I would go to an actual my actual engine like this, that's liquid fuel. This is going to be all wrong. I haven't done a 3-man. I built many single ships. I'm not going to use it for re-entry shielding. I'll put a heat shield on this. Put a stage separator between the capsule and the tank. Oh, you're right. Okay. Good point. This is why I have the live chat. Okay. So, what did we forget here, John? What should be on the bottom here?
Do you have a heat shield for re-entry?
We need one, yeah. So there's a couple things I screwed up on already. So we're going to go down to heat, or thermal. We're going to put a heat shield on here. Oh, big one. Oh. Ooh, that's too big a one. There we go. Alright, now on the heat shield, you can actually change how much ablator you want. This one has 800, so that's pretty significant, I guess, because the other one has like 200. And you usually don't need that for a quick jaunt. But if you're going to go to the Mun and back, then you're going to be probably coming in at a very high speed. So this will definitely, hopefully, break that. All right, so we got the shoot, the command, the heat shield, and then we need to put some kind of coupler in.
Stage separator.
Yeah, some stage separator. So then you go down to coupling. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Now you've got coupling and you got separators. Coupling discharges one way, from what I understand. Separators discharge both ways, and then it just goes flying off. I'm going to put a decoupler in.
I like it.
There we go. All right, so now this tells me that this is going to be ejected this way. So.
Wait, what are the arrows pointing to? Where it's gonna detach?
Yeah,
from?
it's gonna blow this out, and then separate.
Okay.
So it's gonna keep all the heat shield and everything else, and they'll build the rocket under here. But before that, people want to add the electronic stuff. Now, again, since this is gonna be kind of a quick and dirty type system to try to get to the Mun, we don't have to go too far out, but you could actually have like a science base and stuff like that. But let's add at least a communication device, because if not, you get out of range. And you can't do maneuvers very easily. So we're going to add a communication device. What do you guys think? Now, I usually use this Cometron 16 for single, but I haven't built a bigger one yet. Well, I have, but not like this. So I don't want to do that. What works as an antenna here, guys?
Oh, put a dish on it.
You want a dish? You want a dish on a lunar module? This isn't.
You don't need. Whoa, those were too big.
Yeah, the
that's
dish
too
is for,
much.
Yeah, the dish.
Put an antenna.
I guess no, I don't want to put it. Yeah, put an antenna.
Put a little antenna. Yeah.
Yeah, the antenna's fine, because what happens is, I'm gonna go down to this no symmetry.
Well, we're not gonna be able to communicate behind the moon, regardless of what we put on there.
Yeah,
so
you can't do that until you get a telemetry station. You get communication.
Oh, cool.
You can actually build communication satellites.
Oh, let's put it in a halo circular orbit at the Lagrange point.
You know what? This game doesn't really explain Lagrange points. I guess we kind of could when we get up there.
Yeah.
But look at here. Look at the retracting the. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Whoa.
Yeah. Awesome, right?
Dude.
Yeah, I don't really need a dish. That's for high gain, long distance. We're only going to the Mun, so.
Later on, can we go to deep space?
It doesn't have deep space. It only allows you to go to the solar system. Now, Kerbal 2 might, but I don't know. All right,
well, if we go to like the Kuiper Belt, we'll need a dish.
We probably
let's
don't
do
need
our
an antenna.
electrical.
What's that? Yeah, we need electrical.
So what are we going to put in there? What are the options?
All right, so we probably didn't need an antenna, but I like an antenna. So we gotta get something. We gotta get something to store the energy. What happens is the way the game works is that you build up static charge, and that takes the batteries will take the static charge and use it for the electronics, like communications and things of that nature. So you got some battery packs here. So you get that one. These are bigger ones. I don't think you really need the bigger ones, do you? Put some small ones on here, like 4.
Well, we need to know our power requirements.
Yeah,
we can calculate or estimate.
These are. Well, it doesn't really say. I don't know what the amperage is. I don't think it really tells you that information.
Okay.
It's basically on how much charge can it hold.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want to put a storage bay in, so we'll put the storage bay in too, I guess. This is not gonna be a one way. No, we're gonna try to bring this guy back. I fell for these Kerbals. But I'm just. Do we need the bigger batteries or the smaller ones would work? Oh, you want to put the radioactive generator on? They said.
Oh, we're going radioactive.
That's what a battery pack on too. Where's the? I don't see the radioactive generator. Oh, you can also put panels on too if you really like. Watch this. You want to see some? Oh, these things. Radioisotope thermoelectric generators. These are for satellite dishes.
Yeah, those are for like long distance things.
Yeah, we'll put some. You know what? We'll go nuts. We'll put some solar panels on here first.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty compact.
Do you like that? Or do you like the ones that's 2x3s? Or do you want to put
2x3s?
Yeah, 2 panel by 3 panels, or you could go to this one, which is just straight out. I like that one, but
yeah.
what do you think? Is that cool?
Yeah, see that.
All right, so we're gonna keep those retracted, and then we'll put a battery packs on. Yeah, I don't think we need those bigger battery packs. This is go for some smaller ones. And we don't make here. Fun fact: don't put it over the hatch. Make sure we don't put it over the hatch.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put them right above the solar panels. Hopefully, the outside chat will not go too crazy on this. Oh no! Use the non-extending ones. So he says, all right. So if you don't want to use the extended ones, you can also have this option. How about this, John? These are just straight solar panels. They're not extended.
Oh.
It's clean. I can admit that.
Yeah, we need to. I wish there was some way to calculate. See, I'm all about the knowledge. I wish there was some way we knew our energy requirements so we don't have to shoot from the hip. But I think if some batteries and panels are all we need, then we're good to go, I guess.
Yeah, you just have to have enough charge. We're not going to be doing a lot with the energy requirements. Someone now says, no, use the extended ones because these will shear off. I've never had these shear off, so I don't know. So let's ask the live chat. Do you want to use the extended ones or the flat ones like this? See what they say.
Let me try to find this live chat.
Is it just yeah, it's in the game itself. Actually, it's in the on the video, on the live chat. Somebody asked if he wants you to say how realistic this game is. Well, we haven't really got that far into it yet. He's never played this game, by the way.
Yeah, I've never played it.
Yeah. Oh, and that's a good point. Somebody put the other ones track the sun. These ones don't. I like the extended ones. What about you, John? You want the extended? I like the extended. I just think they look cool. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to be that big a deal. Yeah, I like the extended ones too for the aesthetics. Alright, so somebody once said let's add a service bay. So, and you were talking about why would have 3 people in here. One of them's going to be a scientist. He could actually do experiments, and that's how you get science points. So you'd have to have a service bay. Let's see here. That's under what? Structural, isn't it? No, that's under. What is that under? What is service bay under? I forget. I don't use it that often. Let's see here. It's just in storage. Okay, where's? What is that under? Payload. Oh, under payload. Okay, thank you. All right, so service bay. Well, that's a big service bay. I guess that's the only one we got. All right, so this service bay is like that. And this, let me get rid of that. This opens up. And John, what can we put in there? Experiments, right? I guess. put a thermometer in there. Oops. Did I put a thermometer in there? Maybe not. There we go. Now the thermometer's in there. And we'll put this. And accelerometer. How do you put accelerometer on? That's not connected. Oh, it's not connected. You just put it in there. Okay. No, you still have to be connected on something. Stick it to the bottom. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So that's on there. Yeah. I think that's fine for now. Oh, just get a barometer, I guess, in there.
Oh, sorry, my microphone was muted.
Oh, I was wondering why you're quiet. All right, well, that's a good enough experiments, I guess.
I said a ton of stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, you could actually put these things right on the command console. That's why I didn't think we really needed a storage bay, because you can actually put these right on the lunar module. Because that saves a lot of space and weight if you get rid of this. What do you think, John?
Yeah. Well, it depends on what our goal is. Are we driving around? Are we landing on the moon? Are we doing an orbit?
We're landing.
And just. Well, we need to. Where are we going to put the golf cart? The moon rover. Got to put it in there.
No, it doesn't rove. We're just going to be landing. We're going to be planting a flag and then taking off. So I
don't think we need that.
Yeah, I don't think we need it either. I think we can actually just put these experiments on the. We're going to save some space here, because again, the whole thing on rocketry is you gotta minimize your payload as much as possible. I'm just gonna actually get rid of that. But we're just gonna put these things on the outside of the capsule instead. Oops.
Someone says the storage bay is just waste.
Yeah, well, I mean, unless you're doing very long distance journeys and you got stuff to actually put in there, I don't think it really needs it. I'm going to put a flight recorder on here. This is actually an add-on. This is the only mod that I use, but the flight recorder actually helps with some of the engineering stuff up here when we get the rocket built. So I'm going to add that on. And then we'll add mass barometer. Let's see here. There. That's fine. We don't want too many experiments. We're not really doing a science mission. All right. So we got the decoupler now. I guess we need to start adding the actual rocket, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. So this is where this is the hard part, because you got to think, how do you want to design the rocket? Do you want a single? Do you want some boosters? Boosters are
you gotta have a 3-stage.
You want 3 stages? Okay. We can do that.
Yeah, that's what we used during the Apollo missions. And the thing about solid, is that so you have the hydrogen and oxygen, and it just sort of burns because it's solid,
Yeah, you can't throttle the solid. Once it's burning,
you can't throttle it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cheap, efficient, but nowhere near as good as the fuel. Nowhere near.
Yeah.
All right, so how many on this stage here? This is going to be our last stage. How many fuel things do we use, guys? 3? Is that good? What's that?
What did you just add? Those black and white stripes.
This is the fuel.
That's the first stage.
That'll be the last stage. Yeah. One tank. Stage. All right. So they say only one tank's needed for the last stage, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need a big final stage. All right. So once you add a stage here, you need a rocket. So you go from the fuel to the engines. Now this is very daunting of how many different types of rockets there are. So you have to go by the actual size that'll fit, and you have to go with the right thing. Some of them are swivel, some of them are not. The swivel allows for more control, right? This is too small. this is a main engine there. So this is a
Oh,
main
yeah.
engine. That's not a swivel. This is the other liquid engine for that size. That has a thrust of 650 newtons. This one has 1500 newtons.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's going to be a big engine for this. Way too big, I think. Because again, it might have a huge thrust, but you don't need that much thrust to get off the moon. You want efficiency.
Yeah.
Mun is a very small mun here. It's really easy to take off. So you don't need a high thrust. So you need something with the most ISP, right? So that's your efficiency. So what engine has the most efficiency here? It's going to be a low profile one, I'm sure. Let's see here. So I usually use something like this, but that's too small for that particular thing. Yeah, it's true. Somebody says you don't need a flight computer with the engineer on. That's right. I don't need this because I'm going to put an engineer in here. So I don't need that, actually. We're gonna when we go to crew, we can actually determine who we want to put in here, and I've got one of each, so that's why you don't need a flight recorder. All right.
Steve, by the way, when I was muted earlier, I said, although you couldn't hear me, that I found the chat.
Awesome, good. All right, so what engine am I using for this, guys?
Put that 650 on there.
Which one? The 650? This one?
Is that the one? That doesn't look familiar. It was somewhere in the middle. There was a 650. Yeah, that one. Out, down, up. That.
You could, by the way, you can rotate these in space here. So you use the ADW keys to. Yeah, okay, that looks
Someone
good.
says we're in the wrong. Someone says we're
I'm
in the wrong hangar.
Yeah, I just noticed.
It's gonna not be tall enough.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I clicked out of crew when I went to the space plane hangar. All right. The Poodle engine. All right, which one's the Poodle engine?
Hey, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, so far it's working pretty well. Chris has a super chat, $10. Here's something to pay Stanley Kubrick to fake the moon landing for you. You funny. I like that. So which one's the Poodle? That's the Rhino, the Reliant, the Swivel, the Skipper, the Mansell, the Vector. I don't see the Poodle, guys. Yeah, this engine is an awfully powerful engine. I don't think we need something that powerful either. You just need something to get off the moon and basically do your orbital maneuvers to get back to Earth, and then slow down and land off the top. That's the Spark. Do you see one that says Poodle?
I don't know what they mean, poodle.
The
People
names,
in the
like
chat.
Spider,
what's poodle?
Ant, Terrier, Swivel, Reliant, Nerve. They said the Poodle, and I don't remember ever seeing it. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Well, that's too... There we go. I don't even use that one. That's, I guess, why. So, how do you like that? Does that work for you? These are...
Poodle.
These have a 350 ISP. You normally use this delta V up here to determine if you can actually make it to another far away place, right? You got to have enough delta T to actually do maneuvering, or else you're going to run out of fuel. So this only has a burn thing about 1 minute and 49 seconds, which should be enough, I think, to get off the Mun and back to Earth. Don't you guys think?
Yeah, we only need to make it to the Lagrange point, then Earth pretty much just pulls us back.
We could do it that way. I'm not, because I think it's going to be too complicated to lose Lagrange points. The way you could use these orbital mechanics here is, well, we'll show you how to do the burns in the game here, because the burns are the most fascinating part, and you can actually work them out mathematically, or you can have the computer do it here for you. But the concepts is what I'm going to try to go for. Yeah. And this is at full throttle too. Yeah, this is actually a burn at full throttle. All right, so we've got the lunar module, I think, pretty well set up. Anything else we got to add to this, guys, before we start putting the rocket around it? I'm going to save real quick at this point. We're going to call this Mun Lander. Okay, so we're going to save this. Now something goes wrong, we have the actual ship, right? Oh, landing legs. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sirius. This and Rob. This is why we have the live chat, right? Because these guys are helping us build this. So, all right, John, let's put some landing legs on here.
Yeah, we need to land on the moon.
All right, so we're gonna go with the little bigger landing strut. So we're gonna go down here to the 4th symmetry and put them on down here. I'm gonna put them on right about there. Does that look? It's like it's gonna. Those are gonna hit first. I think so. They look good to you?
Yeah.
Now
It's
they're gonna be.
pretty
They're
close.
gonna, yeah. So then you just close them up here. So see that? How badass is that?
That's pretty cool.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I don't want to be in Gilly. I don't want to be on the mud. Sorry. Where? Okay. There we go.
Come on.
There we go. This tells you their thrust to rate ratio. It tells you all your good stuff. So I mean, it helps when you're doing the math stuff. I guess I've actually looked into the math of some of this stuff. It's not really that hard, to be honest with you, as far as basic burns. Determining whether you're going to do a radial burn or you're going to do a burn at apoptosis or on the apoasis or the periasis, but we'll get into that. It tells you which one's more efficient by using the math. Oh, we need a ladder. That's a good point too.
Oh.
Yeah, because this looks like a ladder here, but it's really not. So let's add a ladder. That's going to be on structural, I believe, isn't it?
They say landing light.
It has a light on there. Okay, where's the ladder? Which one was the ladder under? That was under structural. No. Command and control. No. Not in structure. We'll get some lights in there.
We're gonna land during the day. Let's not get lights.
Move your landing. Oh yeah. Okay. So, I guess I gotta move this away from. All right. So let's move this over here. So it gets ready from the hatch. There we go. That's better. Where's the ladders at? Oh, utility. Oh, okay, utility. Like I said, I still remember where some of the stuff is. All right, so we're gonna put the ladder here.
Someone keeps saying that there's a search bar too. To like look for stuff.
Well, that might help. Yeah, there's a search up here. Yeah. You can put a ladder. They don't call it a ladder though. They call it a mobility enhancer.
Mobility.
I know, isn't that great?
And you know what straws are? Straws are liquid transfer devices.
Yes, that is true. Yeah. Are my legs too high up now? I don't think I can place them any lower. Yeah, they're not going to go much lower. I don't like that though. My OCD. Well, they'll be long enough here, don't you think? No, maybe not.
Yeah. Are they gripping enough?
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with that. I think it's just you want to make sure that these land before the engines do, because if not, the engine blows up.
Yeah.
Bigger legs. All right. Well, let's go with bigger legs. They say. We'll go try some landing struts, maybe.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow. Okay, so that's some landing struts.
There we go.
Well, you can't have too much engine, because if you get too much engine, then you burn your fuel at have lower ISP, and you don't have your efficiency. So, I don't think you need bigger legs either. I don't ever use bigger legs. We're gonna let the live chat determine this. Do you guys think we need the bigger legs? Oh, people are saying this is still too big of an engine. Well, what engine do they want to use? They said the poodle.
Someone said we're fine so far.
Yeah, I think this is fine. Now, well, the bigger legs are have more weight, but as long as it's past the engine, we'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, I can actually land on the engine itself if you're less than like 5 meters per second. But
Aren't they retractable? Like,
Yeah, they're retractable.
we're not gonna be flying like this. I don't know what the problem is. They're not that heavy. I mean, we need some weight to carry our stuff.
One more thing we're gonna add. We're gonna add an extendable ladder so they can actually get down. They call that. They actually call it something else. They call it. What do they call it here? Here we go. As a mobility enhancer. They call it the same thing. So we're gonna add a mobility enhancer, just one. Watch this, John. You're gonna like this. We're gonna add a mobility enhancer right there. What happens when we extend it? Oh, wrong one. Not that one. Let's see here. Which one is the one that you use for landers? This one, I think. Check this out. Oh!
I
cool?
love it.
Is that cool? You don't even need this one. I guess I get rid of that one.
There's like little divots there. There's little rungs dug. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. How's
okay.
that? Yeah, they just have to be able to grab onto that. So I don't even need.
But hold on, Steve.
But I like those.
Whenever the legs are out there, the bottom rung will be like 6 feet in the air still.
Oh, you got a good point.
Remember the legs.
This is why he has a PhD and I don't. Okay. Fair enough. Let's.
I mean, they could always just drop down. It's the moon, but you don't need to do that.
Well, getting down is easy. Getting back up is the hard part.
Yeah.
I want to add these because I actually think they look cool. But maybe it's just my aesthetics. So I'm going to put these on here. I can't go much lower because it's they only have to jump on here. So as long as they can jump on here, they'll be fine. Add the ladder rungs below the module, then extendable ladder below those.
It's only like. Yeah, how tall are these aliens? The Kerbals? What are they, like 5 foot, 4 foot?
Yeah, they're really small. Oh, I think she means like this. Oh, I guess that works because this is all going to detach off. I guess you don't really need the land. You don't really need this when they come back because all this is going to be gone when we get back. All right. So, what do you guys think? This works? I'm going to save that real quick.
Someone says they're about 1.5 meters tall. Yeah, that's pretty tall. It's like 4 feet.
Yeah, it's taller than Cheshire.
4.5.
Yeah, good enough. All right, so I think we've pretty well created the one lander here. I don't think we really need anything else to it. That should be pretty sturdy. So we got to figure out how to develop something around this, the payload, right? So there's actually a payload thing, and you're gonna like this, John. Oh, hang on, let me retract these. Check this out. Oh. Which one is it gonna be? Let me get the sizing right. How cool is that?
Oh, dude.
Is that gonna be enough?
Man.
There we go. Now that's a little flat at the top though. That's gonna be aerodynamically crappy, I think.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
That's it.
Yeah, that's not.
It's like it's the fairing.
Let's try this one. And basically all you're doing here, you just move the mouse over, extending it out. We're gonna. It's still not great though. Oh, I'll add a decoupler. Oh, that's yeah. Okay. Somebody noticed that. Yeah, you don't really need it, something like that, but I like to add a payload thing, but you don't really need it. If you want to cut down on weight, I guess. But we need a decoupling stage, don't we, right here? Alright, so we're going to go do coupling, and we're going to put one of these on. Oop, that's too big. There's a couple different size couplers. So there's the 6, the 12, the 25, the 37. So I think it's the 25 for this one. Yeah, okay.
That looks good, yeah.
Awesome. Oh, we tracked the ladder? It did retract the... Oh, okay.
Ret- it's gonna be a hypersonic ladder. It'll probably whistle.
It'll burn off. It literally will. Some of the stuff just cannot handle, even get out of the atmosphere if you don't have some protection on it. Or
Yeah.
all right. So what do you guys think? You guys think we don't need a payload thing? I think they look cool, but John, up to you. Payload or no payload?
Payload for what?
Do you want to add a separator in here where you can actually, put this in shrouded, or just leave it as is?
Oh, leave it like this.
Okay, so you don't want a payload thing. All right. It saves weight, I guess.
Oh, someone says Kerbal 2 is going to be multiplayer?
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's awesome.
I need an SAS module.
Slap it on there, he says.
Which one is the SAS module? I thought it automatically has SAS. We'll explain all the SAS that stuff to people in a second here. Where's the SAS module?
In controls.
Man of control. Oh, I hear the RCS port. Oh, that's for the thrusters. Alright, so we'll throw that on. Oh yeah, we didn't put thrusters on here. Let's do that. So we're gonna put this. Well, we just put them on. Does this go on the fuel tank? Then you have the thrusters on. Let's see here. Would something like this work, or is that those too small, guys? I don't need a reaction reel. I'm not gonna add reaction reels.
Yeah.
Yeah, reaction reels would be something along the guys that the reaction reels will have torque in it, and it'll actually act as a means to basically keep yourself in a particular direction, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I need thrusters. RCS thrusters. No, I never use reaction wheels. I have stability. I don't know. They say I need reaction wheels. Alright, well, I never use them. Thrusters as long as you're using the poodle. Alright. No, they just say no thrusters then. Alright, we're not going to use thrusters. It's not rocket science, guys. Oh, wait. Yeah. I use winglets for the stability, so that's why I don't use a reaction wheel. If you guys insist on it, you guys are helping them build this. Then I'll put a reaction wheel on here, but that's up to you guys. But if you want a reaction wheel, then I would put it on right here, right? We don't need a remote guidance. Where's the reaction? Is that structural? No, wait. Command and control? Yeah. Alright. How's that, guys? Does that make you happy? But now we got to see if these things extend properly. Yeah, because you can move the shroud here and they'll go. Does that look right?
Alright, so what do we got here?
Alright. Well, I mean, if we want to add the reaction wheel, then we can add the reaction wheel for the torque. But I don't particularly use them. I use winglets for stability. But they say it looks good. Alright, so I think we have an actual lander now.
And we, so we need something for attitude control in space. Unless we already got, I can't see. The screen is small. Do we have thrusters?
They said we don't need
outside?
thrusters. I don't have any
Or
micro.
reaction wheels?
Yeah. Oh, smaller
So
wheel.
for
on top?
attitude control. How are we going to orient ourselves?
Well, I think the that engine it allows for some kind of orientation without any thrusters, like when you're going normal or anti-normal if you're going prograde or retrograde. But the lander has kind of some built-in thrusters for that, so too.
Okay.
I think we'll be fine on this. All right, let's check the outside
Cool.
chat. What do you think, guys? Do you think this is a? Oh, check the ladder. That's a good point. That did add some space on here, didn't it? Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter because all they have to do is jump up on that. Oops. I'm going to bring these down a little bit. There's a lot of details that go into this game, huh? We're just building the lander. We haven't got to the launch yet.
Yeah, really.
That's too low. Does that look right? Yeah, I guess that'll work. Yeah, I don't think the ladder's going to be a big deal because all I got to do is jump on it.
Yeah, there wasn't even another option anyway. Not that I
Right?
saw. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, this is the worst part of building the damn lander because there's so many different ways you can do it. Oops, shoot. All right, I think that's good enough. All right, so let's save this. Now let's build the actual rocket. Now we need a.
Oh yeah.
We got the decoupler. Oh, by the way, let's talk real quick about the staging real quick because staging is important. This is your staging over here. Every time you push space, it does a new stage. I have the parachute on stage 0, the decoupler there, the engine, and then the decoupler down here. And we'll triple check this before launch. You can change it after launch, but this is so much easier to do it prior. And then also this little engineering report down here, it'll tell you if you have any like severe design flaws. You know. So it actually says, hey, you really messed this up, you're gonna die.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, right? Let's get rid of that there. God dang it.
I think we have an A minus.
I'm not doing that. I haven't figured out how to deselect those yet. That's as low as I can go. Alright, so we're gonna go back to our fuel tanks. Now remember, some of these are for actually for like space planes and stuff like that. A lot of these fuel tanks and fuselages are for space planes, which we're not doing. So we want actually a fuel tank. So what do you guys think of that? Just one? Yeah. No, wait. We need two. Oh, wait, no, we need more than one. That's we're on the second stage. So how many fuel tanks for the second stage, guys? 2. All right, 2 sounds good to me too. Because the main stage is going to have the most. We want that to get out, and we'll give you the numbers, by the way, John, to get out of the atmosphere and stuff like that. Because it's similar to Earth, but not quite. The Kármán line here is about 70 kilometers, rather than 62.5 miles.
Yeah.
All right, so we need an engine for this now. I don't think we really need a swivel one for this. I think we just need something with power, right? So we're gonna go to engines. Do you want a big engine here, or let's see? This has 310 ISP, which is your efficiency, or you go to something like that. It's about the same. No, not a big engine. Yeah, okay, so you think the skipper's good? It's a small, medium engine. Or use a Terrier. Okay, on the Terrier. Okay, so that one. Alright, so we use a Terrier engine.
Dude, he says Kerbin is only 600 miles in diameter. There's no way.
It's a small moon.
Oh, Kerbin the moon.
Oh, you can't use a Terrier. No. Okay, that's too small.
That
Way too
that
small.
sounds good.
I think the skipper's way to go.
Skipper.
Yeah. So let's check the live chat there. Yeah, Terrier is a small upper
Sounds-
stage, right? I don't want to use that engine.
He was trolling.
Yeah, trolls. My
Riley.
mods are trolls.
Mod trolls.
It looks fine, so we're gonna add a decoupler and save it. So we're gonna go with another TD25 decoupler. Save. So this shows. Now, what do you guys think on this? I don't like to have most of the time the decoupler and the thrust activate at the same time, but at least not on the last stage. On the second stage, though, I think they should be at the same time. And so what happens when you move this up here, when you are on the fourth stage, it'll activate the engine here, and it'll decouple at the same time.
That sounds good.
Or that because it's going to be in flight, so that way you don't have to do it twice. Engine with decoupler in stage 1 is better. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna leave these separate because this is the last stage, and I want to activate those automatically. I think it's really against your play style. I try to do decouple first, and then turn off the engines, and then go from there. All right, so we've got 2 stages. Now we need the final stage, and then we'll get the boosters or whatever we use to help it. So we'll go back to fuel tanks. By the way, when you start getting to the bottom down here, you go all the way back to the top. Kind of click this all and just move it up there. What do you guys think? 5? Or is that too many? No, I don't think so.
Looks good.
Yeah, looking like a real rocket, ain't it? Holy cow. Alright,
So
and then
first stage. Yeah, then you move it up.
yeah, if you want to see what this looks like, I can rotate it a little bit. So that's what it looks like so far. No. You can't really do this in real life, so you can shift click it, yeah. Alright, so let's add a big engine on here. Alright. What do you guys think? Does that look good? Oh, I'll rotate it around for... This is our main rocket. Yeah, this is a powerful thing. This is definitely going to get us to the moon or mud.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright, so that's not going to get to the moon? Somebody said it's not powerful enough. I don't see why.
They're a troll. They have no idea.
It seems
Look
like,
at
yeah,
that.
I mean, look at my Delta V's. To get to the moon, doesn't require that much. By the way, I don't...
Wait, hold on. That's a tiny. Hold on. Let me see. I need numbers. So stage 5. Where's your Delta V?
Right here.
Oh, there it is.
So, you can do all stages, but
86.
I only want to see the stages that actually change your Delta V.
3755 meters per second.
What the hell happened there? I don't want that. Get rid of those. Ah!
Whoa! Whoa!
I'm okay. I got it. I'll fix it.
Ah! Pick up.
Yeah, I don't see it why this wouldn't get us there. Oh, I'm reading on... Yeah, you're right. I'm reading on Kerbin. Yeah, somebody says I don't need all that to get to the moon. I agree. I think this is kind of overkill, but... You're betting the lander won't get you off the moon? Really? You don't need that much to get off the moon. I mean, it's...
And it's a small one, 600 kilometer diameter or radius.
You could literally knock the mun over by land. Well, at Minimus especially, if you hit it wrong, you could knock it over. It's that low of gravity. So, getting off mun is easy. Getting the burn to get you in the right orbit to get you back to Earth is the hardest part. Without having lose. Now, okay, we'll do this.
Riley got the units wrong.
If you guys want to make
3,400 kilometers per second.
If you guys want to make sure that we have enough energy or enough fuel to get back, because again, it's not getting off the Mun that's a problem. It's actually getting to the right orbital to get back to Kerbal. So you could actually add some boosters here if you want. If you want to add some like small engines, maybe like a small fuel tank on either side, and with engines or something. How would I do that? Those are too big. Those are real too big. What can I add on here if I want to add 2 things on either side just to make sure I get back? Because I don't think I need them to get back. I don't think I need to add anything to this, but I'll trust the outside chat. Because like I said, I've never needed that much fuel to get back, but I just make sure I have the right burn.
Instead of, wait, do we really have to? We can't put it on the side. You want to just add another tank inside that first stage?
The problem with that is the landing legs won't reach. Well, the ladder won't reach. But even it will, I don't think you need 2 stages.
We're going to the moon, and we can't have a ladder higher than what I found at Walmart. Come on, man.
I guess you could lower it, yeah, but I don't think the lander.
Oh, what happens if you attach one ladder to the bottom of the other? Will it couple them together automatically?
No. Yeah, they say the last stage is fine.
Someone says, "Is Dr. John Kroon there?"
Yeah,
Am I where? I don't get it.
You guys can't hear him? I can hear him.
You can, mic check. Check. Slam RN. Someone's a nurse.
Yeah, I know Slam. Oh, I guess you can stack ladders. They say. I don't know. I don't really need to stack ladders either way. Yeah, well, the reaction wheel only has a few places it can go here, so this is about the middle of the mass it can possibly get. Now, if you want to look at your center of mass and center of thrust, you can do that here. But that's your thrust. That's your center of mass. But
wait, our thrust to weight ratio says 1.78.
You don't have to be 1.5 or higher to get off.
Okay.
It's like I saw the math for it for the thrust to weight ratio. It has to be between 1.5 and 2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So there are some cheats on this that you can go look to see what the DVs you need are. 3,500 DV to get to orbit. Somebody says 800 gets to the moon, Mun. 150 to stable low orbit, 400 to land, and 550 to get back. So you're looking at a total of about 6,000 DV, which we have about. So we should be okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we should have a problem. But anyway, we're going to have boosters to this anyway, so we haven't really done that yet. That's going to help. So let's get
side solid boosters.
You want solid boosters? It doesn't really. I mean,
on
to me,
the
it
side,
makes no
yeah.
difference.
Wrap a bunch of them around there. Those you don't really need the liquid because remember those are sort of passive elements. They burn and then you toss them before you're even out of the atmosphere.
All right. Well, we're gonna do that then. The other way, if you add more liquid things to the side, each side, you just couple them in. So the fuel goes in the middle here. I'm just gonna show people real quick. First, we're gonna add a coupling things. So we want to make sure that these things break off. So the way you do that is by adding 4 of these little hydraulic things, right? And if you were to go to a solid system, a non-solid system, you want to use like fuel. When you have these tanks on here, like this, there is a way to port the fuel from here to here. So it uses these up first, and then you eject these, and you have the fuel left on here. So I'm not going to do it that way. We're going to go with solid, fire and forget type. So
those are too fat.
Those are pretty big, huh?
Yeah.
Well, at least they'll get us up there.
Oh, there we go.
Alright. Alright, so that's a lot of power right there.
Yeah.
Wrong main stage engine. Alright. Well, which engine do you want to use for this then? You want this? Oh, you want a swivel? Oh, so that's that one. That doesn't swivel, but that's heavy lifting, so. I'm not connecting the boosters to decouplers. I'm boosting, well, these are hydraulic detachment manifolds. They're not on there. Yeah. Let's check here. They look like they're on these things. Now, sometimes it's really hard to tell whether they're actually on there. But they look like they're on there. But we'll check. I'll show you how to check to see if they're actually on there in a second here. But let's get some nose cones on here for some aerodynamics real quick. There we go. How does that look, John?
That looks good.
Awesome. We're going to save this. Now, we are also going to put these... We don't want all these to fire at the same exact time. So we're going to put the boosters on at the same time as these. And these are your 4 hydraulics right there. We'll put some strut. Well, we don't need struts on because it's pretty close. I mean, we'll see here in a second. But what I usually do is I do a quick launch thing to do a test. You guys can tell me if you guys think this is right or not. Check the staging on 4. 4 seems fine staging. The decoupler and then it fires the rocket. But let's launch this real quick just as a test. I'm not going to actually launch, but we're going to do a decoupling test. This is how I tell if my things are going to work. So basically, your decouplers are right here. We're going to decouple them. Let's see. They did decouple. They should be flying off right now. So we're going to revert back to the vehicle assembly. Yeah, these are heavy boosters. I don't think we need anything like that, but
yeah.
So let me ask the live chat there. What boosters should we be using? Yeah, I've tried so much trial and error. I've built a whole bunch of these different kinds of ships using different ways. This is the
Is there like a smaller version of those side boosters?
There is. You could use a hammer. That's really small. That's not going to make sense. These are fine, I guess, but the problem is I have a hard time connecting them to the booster, to these things properly. So if somebody knows a way to actually do it using the symmetry right here, how do you connect these? So you're sure that they're connected? Yeah, I think the boosters are okay, but I don't know how to connect these properly. They don't always seem to want to connect, and I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or... They seem to be on there, don't they? How do you tell? Is there a trick?
Looks good.
Yeah, it seems like they snapped. Press C to switch between snap and smooth attachment. Well, here's your snap, but I have it snapped. So it should snap. Now, okay, that looks really good. How about that? You want to test it?
Yeah.
All right, let's put some aerodynamics on here. We're still building in the rocket phase. We haven't got to orbit yet. That's...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, amazing. Oops. God damn. There you go. Now I gotta put the nose cones on. Yeah. Why is it not letting me put the nose cones on? It should be in symmetry mode.
You had it. There. There.
No, I don't think so.
I can't breathe.
Shit. What is... Worst comes to worst.
I'm like holding...
See, it's not... I can't put the nose cones on, guys. What am I doing wrong?
I'm holding my breath.
Attach nose cones and hold Alt. How's that help? What is Alt going to do? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Wrong nose cone? This is an advanced nose cone. What's wrong with that?
Boom.
What's wrong with that nose cone? They're fine, aren't they? Let's save it anyways and let's check the decouplers. So we're gonna decouple these. See, they didn't decouple again. They should be flying off.
The decouplers aren't working. I mean, rockets don't decouple. So. Change the decoupling.
Why is it not decoupling? Yeah, this is the hardest part of the game, is figuring out that kind of stuff, because I don't know why. Oh, they did decouple. Well, how come they didn't take off? I am using small decouplers. Keep sticking the boosters to the fuel tank. Yeah, what am I supposed to stick them to? you on the side. Well, no, I am sticking them to the coupler. Are they on the decoupler right here, or are they on the tank? They look like they're on the decoupler, but how do you tell? Yeah, I'm putting it on the decoupler. Oh, you mean the actual decoupler, like on the rocket itself, like way the frick up here, like there? So they're saying put them on the decoupler, like here. That seems odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It shouldn't be touching the tank. It should be a small gap. No, on the radio ones. Use a smaller decoupler. Alright, so hang on here. Let's get rid of these. Alright, so outside chat. Alright, so I'm going to go to decoupling. Okay, so which decoupler should I use? The radio decoupler? Like this? Okay, so they're saying use a radio decoupler, which is like I've used before. And then you can actually hear the booster. Alright, so now we know that they're on there. Definitely, right? The only reason I didn't like this design, because I thought it was less aerodynamically sound. But whatever. I guess that's how you have to do it. Alright, so let's go back and get some nose cones. The other nose cones are, by the way, this type here. That's way too big. What do you think, John? This type of nose cone? Or the other type?
Small ones.
The small ones?
That one.
This one. You want these? Okay.
No.
I like the other one. The other ones seem like they're more...
Yeah, that one. The one that's more pointy.
Yeah, less drag. These are the hardest ones to get on, though. There we go.
Someone wants us to speak Spanish.
Okay. Nosotros vivimos en Estados Unidos. Es muy importante hablar las dos lenguas por mis clientes y mis negocios y mis amigos, pero es una lengua muy difícil para mí.
Yo creo que deberíamos hablar español aquí, pero también toda la gente no van a entender.
¿Pero tú estudias en escuela o colegio?
Sí, yo he estudiado por como 15 años y he hablado español cada día.
Muy bien. Yo estudié 4 años en la escuela, pero no me gusta mi maestra.
Yo no he sabido que tú hablas español.
Yeah. That's my extent, by the way, but yeah, whatever.
That's pretty good, man.
And I can say like, ¿cuántas cuestas tu hermana? Tu hermana es muy bonita.
Bueno,
¿cuántas cuestas
para besarla?
No, it's ¿cuántas cuestas para una noche por su hermana? But that'll get you killed. Anyways, all right, back to the game here, guys. I don't know why you just want to speak Spanish. All right, so...
Yeah, sorry, Carlos.
Sorry, Carlos. I think we've got actually pretty decent rocket here that's going to get us where we're going. Pretty down and dirty. So, check staging. We got the rockets here. We need to add this down here, so we want these to burn at the same time. Then when those are done, when these are gone, we can decouple them. And then after that, we can decouple here and go to our second stage, and then our last stage for a lander. Oh, struts. Oh, good point. Let's add some structural integrity here. So we're going to add some struts here.
And we got to retract the ladder. They're doing detail check. I didn't even know the ladder was still down.
Yeah, these guys know what they're doing. So we're going to add some struts there. How about that? that cool? Not perfectly symmetry, but whatever. Down and dirty. And then we're gonna retract the ladder. And save it. More struts. More. We don't need more struts. Yeah. Alright, so what do you guys think? You overstrut everything. I don't think we need more struts. We're not gonna be flying a mission to, like, you know, the outer rims, so, the other planets, so. Alright, so we're gonna do an integrity check here, show severity on the engineer report. If we had anything, it would come up here and say, you know, hey, you got this decoupler backwards or something like that. Oh, we need wings. Oh, good point. Alright, one more other thing to add, John. Let's add some winglets here.
Yeah.
Oh, how about that? Get some stability there. And makes it more aerodynamic and actually easy to fly too. Now, here's where I don't know. Do you guys think we should add some winglets to the top? I never really know whether we should put more aerodynamic stuff on or not. I usually just have them at the bottom.
Yeah, I've never seen them on the top.
I haven't either, so... Alright, I think that's good. Alright, so you guys... No rings on the top. Alright, so you guys ready to launch?
Let's launch.
Awesome. Alright, so... The way we're going to go to launch... Those are lifting wings. Yeah, that's all we need to do. We just need to lift. I'm not going to add some baby wings on top. Alright. Oh, I'm in the dark here. Nighttime. Alright, so real quick, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save this. Yeah, it comes up quick save. But I'm going to just say part 1. So you know where we're at. So, okay. So, now if it blows up on the launch pad, we can start and revert from back to this point, right? So, alright. So, let's try to actually launch this bad boy. The first thing is, we want to turn on our SAS. The SRS allows us to do navigations pretty easily, I think. At least as far as compared to manually doing it. You can do maneuvering with this. You can fly normal, anti-normal, radial in, radial out, which I'll explain when we get to orbitals, what these are. But the other thing is we want to actually take off with the maximum thrust. So you can throttle the thrust with the shift. You go up and down, and the control, or we just hit Z. And Z will put X to the max, X will do cutoff. So we are going to go max thrust. And just the booster's going to fire, and this is going to fire. And then what we're going to try to do is we're going to get about 10,000, and we're going to start doing an orbital insertion at about a 10-degree tilt to a heading of about 90 degrees, 89 to 90 degrees east. We're going to be flying with the rotation of the Earth, which kind of helps us get into orbit. And then we'll basically get to about 70,000 for Apoasis, and then we'll get into some orbital stuff. How's that sound? Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's light it up. You guys ready for this? Worked hard for this. How long did that take to actually build the ship? How long have we been doing this now?
An hour and 17 minutes.
So an hour and 17 minutes just to build the ship, and we haven't got into orbit yet. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, favorable weather. Yeah, no, it's great. All right, let's go. So to launch, you just hit space and lift off. We have lift off. Look at them. They're so excited. They're happy.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh, we got our speed. Watch out for max Q at 43 seconds.
Alright, so this is our speed. I usually put it to orbit because we're going to be kind of determining to get orbit. I'm going to start to tilt it to the east. We'll go ahead in about 90, but I don't I guess we'll go this way.
Look at the Kerbals. They're like, ah!
So I want a little bit of tilt because I want to get a little horizontal velocity. You see these cutoffs? So we're going to jettison those. Oh shit! I hit space!
Oh!
Rocket failure!
What'd you do?
I hit space twice. So this is great because we just go revert to launch, and guess what?
All right.
It takes us right back. So this is the reason why I don't like staging like that, because you hit so if you hit this thing, this automatically kicks in.
So you hit spacebar too many times?
Yeah, I'm actually going to separate those. You just don't have a problem. No, it's not cheating. This game's set up to do that. It's set up to actually
The Kerbals.
I resurrected them from the dead. Okay, so we're gonna try that again. So you can turn the SAS by hitting T, by the way, or just you can mouse it over. So we're gonna hit T, we're gonna hit Z, and that was a simulation. We hit the dome.
Oh god.
That's funny. Alright, so we're taking off here. And like I said, we'll start doing a little gravity turn. Try to get a little more sure.
Nice view.
Oh, I don't want to RC this. We're going to be turning a little. Now the nav ball, let me pause this real quick. The navigation ball is something that you really have to figure out. I did it the first time I played it and it sucked. So the way this nav ball kind of works is this is going to be your east heading, your west heading, north and south, and these are your degree of tilt. So if you're on this little circle here, you're going to have a 10 degree off your orthogonal plane. So if it's 90 degrees here, you're going to have 10 degrees off that. You're going to have 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees, 45 degrees, and then when you get way down here, you're going to see that it's the horizon, your artificial horizon. This blue means that we're going away from the source, in this case Kerbal. When it turns brown, you're heading towards the source.
All right.
So that's how you're going to use this nav ball, which is really critical. So I'm going to go with a little 10 degree tilt right here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put it in orbit. We're going to eventually want to go a little bit more down here, with like a more 45. Okay, there we go. Here it goes. Yeah, you'll see some atmospheric stuff coming up here.
It's all kind of dark.
Yeah, I'm going to take it off from the night side. Kind of sucks. But I'm going to kind of get some horizontal here. Now, if you look at the here, this shows us where the apoasis is going to be right here. So we got to get that to over 7. I'm going to get about 100, and then I'm going to cut the throttles. All right, so our apoasis here is the furthest point away from the center of mass between Kerbal and where you're outside of the orbit. So it's basically your apogee, but instead of being an apogee, which is relating to like the position of the sun to the Earth, this is your farthest point from the actual center of mass between the two objects. Okay, so I am going to save this right now. We're going to call this part 2 orbital. This is going to try to get us into an actual stable orbit. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to do a maneuver thing. I'm going to set it up to actually do it here. Now you can do it manually, but I'm going to show people how to do it with a maneuver because I just find they're easier. So when you click on this, John, you're going to add maneuver, and then you have a couple different things you can do. You have your ability to increase and decrease your orbital size. This is your retrograde. This is your prograde. So when you're on your apoasis, you want to go prograde to raise your orbital, and you'll see this increase. And then remember the way I kind of remember this is I use the acronym LARP. Lower your apoasis by retrograde at your periapsis. So LARP. That's how I particularly remember it. I think it's pretty ingenious actually. Lower your apoasis at lower your apoasis by retrograde at your periapsis.
Okay.
So and then just the opposite. So I want to go prograde at my apoapsis. So this is going to make us be an orbit. Look at that. Yeah, nice. An orbit here. Yeah. So we just want to get some kind of orbit so we don't crash. That's the big thing. So this is over. My periapsis is over 70,000, so we'll be fine there. Okay, because we don't want to hit the atmosphere. So what this is going to tell us is the computer is going to do all the processing for us. It tells us that we need a 1 minute 49-second burn to get in this orbit. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it's in the nodes in 24 seconds. So we've already missed that time. The way I've been doing the orbitals is that I'll reset this, by the way. The way I usually do the orbitals is that I do half the burn before the T node and then half the burn after, because I can do a correction easier that way. But let's see if I can. Yeah, I'm already at apsis. So let me just load this from before because I'll explain to you how to do it. Part 2, where is that? Right here.
Orbital, yeah.
All right, so that's one thing I like about this game. You can save it like that. So we are going to do that real quick. Get into orbit. Add maneuver. All right, and we want to go prograde, send this out to actually in orbit. We don't crash. Crashing is bad. Kerbals don't like that.
Rotate it.
I don't want to really do a radial burn if I don't have to. It uses so much fuel.
No, you're not going to go into orbit. There you go.
Yeah, I just have to do the apoapsis. All right. Perfect. All right, so we have 1 minute to burn. We're going to actually start the burn here. The big thing is hit maneuver here. If you don't do that, you're screwed. So I'm going to do a full burn. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Up. I am out of fuel, so I need to go to the second stage. So we're going to continue the burn, and you'll watch this expand here until we get into orbit. So this is a 1 minute 46-second burn. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have gone higher in the first thing. It's a heavy-duty burn. Now you can see this delta V burning off. You want to get this down to 0. So this is why that delta V is important, because this right here, if you don't have the delta V to do this, you're going to run out of fuel. And we'll kind of explain a little bit about circularizing your orbit and get into the mud. This is a big burn. You really don't have to do this as much. I think the problem is I didn't launch due east. So. Yeah, I should have gravity turned harder earlier. Yeah. Let me fix this. They're right, because I should have maneuvered way earlier. 'Cause that's a heavy burn. We're gonna run out of fuel. All right, so we're gonna burn like right here. I'm gonna add a maneuver, and we can time warp too, by the way, but I'm not going to. So prograde this out. Yeah, see what happened is I went straight up. I didn't tilt enough. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to part 1, if you guys don't mind. This I didn't have enough horizontal. This is why I went more straight up. This is good learning stuff, by the way. This is why you wanted to tilt more. So we're going to launch again. But this time we're going to tilt a lot more. And then we'll save part 2. Alright, so at about 2,000 meters, I'm going to start going east. Oh shit. Now we go east. Oh shit. I want to go to heading at 90 degrees east. Alright, hang on. I want to go east, damn it, because I know that's the planet's rotation. Launch toward the ocean. Yeah, you want to launch toward the ocean, right? So that's due east, which should be 90 degrees, obviously. So let's try this again here. So when there we go. Now I'm going east. There we go. Well, why is it heading 272 when it should be 90? Yes, I'm not heading toward the ocean. I'm going west. That's why. Damn it. Usually I just push the E key to go east, but I guess not today. By the way, this is basically how you play Kerbal, trial and error. Yeah. Now oh, yeah, that's why I'm pressing wrong. Now I'm heading east at 90 degrees. I don't want to go that way.
Dang, man.
Yeah, I don't want to, by the way, you don't want to go that early because you get top heavy, and because what's happening is you're fighting gravity right now. You're thrusting, and you're basically fighting the force of gravity bringing you down. So if you turn too early like that, guess what happens? You go right crashing down.
Yeah, you need some good vertical speed, and then you slowly start going over. You got this, Steve.
Yeah, I got the ideas. It's just okay. So here we go. Let's get some vertical speed going first. And maybe at about 2,000, we'll start tuning. Now I'll go about 10 degrees. 90 degrees heading, but about 10 degrees heading. The problem is I don't have really much maneuverability here. This rocket doesn't really like to maneuver very well. I didn't put a swivel on the bottom.
Steve, when do you throttle down for max Q? I didn't see that.
The max Q should be about 7,000, I think, here. But we throttle down. So the max Q is basically where you have the maximum amount of atmospheric pressure as opposed to your thrust. Oh shit! God damn it! Outside chat's making fun of me. Yeah, I didn't put the wrong engine. The problem is, here's the problem I'm having, guys. This engine here is not a swivel engine, so it doesn't really give me the ability to steer very much. So I'm trying to do a 10 degree and then go to more of a 45 degree, but it's not allowing me to do it because you guys told me to use this engine, and I usually use a more swivel engine. So can I change this to what I'm used to more of a swivel engine? You guys care?
Just do it.
Just do it. Yeah, screw the outside. What do they know? So we're going to go revert back to assembly. Actually, I can't go back to assembly. Damn it. I got to blow up the ship and then start again.
What's the blow?
Yeah. It doesn't let you go to assembly from here. I don't know why.
Huh.
Yeah. Mr. Angry, the nav ball is reversed. One you rotated the ship and you flipped the ship. Yeah. Yeah, I have no control surfaces. That's the reason why. Let's see if I can crash the ship.
Oh shit!
They're not dead.
Yeah.
They're not dead.
They're just like, whoa!
I now.
How
do I revert
they
back
just
to
look like
assembly?
Oh,
I guess.
all right, live audience. How do we go to the assembly?
Yeah, I want to go back to my assembly, but it's. Oh, I guess you go. I guess you can go to.
See, I've never played this game.
Yeah, I forget. Revert. See, it just reverts back to launch. I want to go back to the assembly. Oh yeah, you could put chutes on the first and second things as well if you want to like recover those later for cost effectiveness if you're playing the career game. But I don't care about that. They're expendable. But I don't want to revert to launch. I want to revert to assembly where I can put a swivel engine down here or some control surfaces. Just go to the Space Center. Okay. I think they're right. So just go to the Space Center. I guess I have to do it this way. I should have known that. And I'm going to recover this. And then I'm going to just go back to here. Then I'm going to open it. This is why you save those things, by the way. So I'm going to find that rocket. What do we call it? Munlander. Here we go. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Is that cool? All right, let's get rid of this engine. I'm just going to put a swivel on here because I can control it. So it'd be easier with the swivel. I really have no control surface. There's no swivel that big. This is what I'm saying. I'm not used to a big rocket like this. Every one I built so far was a single. All right, so I'm going to have to actually use some control surfaces then. So, how do I put control surfaces on here? I haven't put control surfaces for this big type of rocket, because I'm having a hard time steering it. So what am I going to use here? That's the outside chat here. I just need to figure out what I'm going to use for aerodynamics. Remove the silly wings. Alright. So what am I going to put in place those? Winglets. Those, no? Some big elevators. Alright, so we need elevators. Those are small elevator. Do you want elevators like that? They got, well, I gotta rotate them over, I guess. Yeah, see, I think winglets are good too. I'm gonna add some winglets down here. This gives me some stability. But then I gotta add elevators. So I can have, like, some control. Like that? Is that how you would do it?
Nice.
Yeah, these are more for airplanes, though. That's the problem. I mean, it still acts as a control surface, though. You don't need to add them to winglets. Alright. So, alright, guys. Do I want the winglets or do I want the delta? These have control surfaces built in, right? So, you want this the other way? What do you guys think? These winglets here, they look fine. Or do you want to add? Would this help me control it? I don't need a tail fin. All right, good to go. Anything with control surfaces would work, but the other ones didn't seem to work very well. All right, so let's try these. It also cuts down the weight ratio with the winglets, so. Let's try these. So we're gonna hit T for the SAS, throttle, and launch. Let's get some vertical speed here. Get about 2,000 meters. Oh, the last ones didn't have control surfaces. Oh, the deltas don't have control surfaces. That's why. That makes a lot of sense because I usually don't use those. I use these winglets here. Again, I've only built the single Kerbal rockets, right? I didn't launch 3 of them before. Big heavy duty monstrosity. So we're gonna get a couple thousand feet here. We're gonna wait till this is like up here and then.
Wow, here we go.
Oh, why didn't my booster? Oh, you guys didn't check the staging. This is why I'm going up so slow. See why? Because I launched here, but I didn't launch here. So you actually have to reverse the flight. Actually, I'm going to reverse assembly.
Boosters.
Yeah, we got to put the boosters down here, guys. Staging. Staging important. Now we're going to save. By the way, you do a lot of saving and going back and reverting in this game. A lot. I don't know about you, but I'm having fun. This is like great.
Trans.
Now here we go. Yeah, check your staging. That should be like somebody's shirt. Check your staging.
Huh.
Every time you vert 3 Kerbals die, yeah. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna get about here and then we're gonna start to turn east at 90 degrees. Right now, it's pulling a little bit.
You got it.
I'm gonna go about
Use your coffee fingers.
I don't want my arse. There we go. Alright, now I'm going prograde in that direction. Now I'm cooking with gas here. Now I can start going to a 45-degree angle. And we're gonna get this to about 70, over 70 for the Appalachians. About 100. 100 and something is really good. If you look on the map here, you should be able to see this going up here. Yep. Alright. This will make the actual burn to get into orbit so much easier. Actually, I can just coast up there, I think, now. Let's see here. Is that going to give us enough? Yeah, that's going to be over. Alright, so we're going to try to add a maneuver here. You think I should go higher? I don't think I really need to. Yeah. Now, still a lot of burn, so we are gonna go a little higher.
get that orbit.
You'll see when you get to 70,000, you'll be in space. Yay, made it to space. You get an achievement for that. I'm going to go... Now I'm horizontal with the Earth. So I'm flattened out. This is my artificial horizon. I'm just going to coast here. Now we're going to get rid of that, do an orbital maneuver. Oh, I can't delete now because the problem is it has to connect to the Space Center, or you can't do any maneuvering. So here we go. We're going to go prograde. All right. And my periapsis is over 70 here in a second. All right, so this will be good enough for now. This is a 50-second burn. So we're going to get close to here. We're going to put this in maneuver, and then we're going to do a 50-second burn. So that's going to be half before the node and half after. So basically we're going to do 25 and 25. And you can also speed this up a little bit, so we're going to time warp.
Wait, is this us right here? That
Okay, so
shows
we're
the
going to do a full
capsule.
burn. This is it shows the capsule. You can change this to different symbols, like a satellite or a lander.
You got an elliptical orbit there.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get into an orbit, then I'll circularize it because I want to show
Do you have
people
the
how to
fuel
circularize.
for that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I should have the fuel. You notice my apoasis is going up.
Yeah.
So just close around here, I'll be in the orbit. As long as my periapsis is over 70,000, I won't hit the atmosphere. So I'm going to wait for my periapsis to get around here to this periapsis. And then we'll start throttling down.
There you go.
Oh, did I run out of fuel? Shit!
You ran out of fuel.
Yeah. Yeah, I waste a lot of fuel. I know I do. Where's my periapsis at? Let me get rid of this. Did I make my periapsis at least? Because maybe it won't cost me much to circularize. Yeah, that's a lot of fuel I used. Holy crap.
Hmm.
You know what? Maybe I should add another fuel tank to the second stage.
Yeah.
You think so?
Definitely.
Yeah, I more power. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely you know, not doing this for the cheapest way to do it. That's for sure. God dang it.
All right, Steve. I'll be right back. 30 seconds.
All right, so I want to go back. Oh, I gotta get rid of this maneuver point. Vert flight. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna add a fuel stage here. I don't like running out of fuel, so I just want to get to the moon at this point. We're not going for efficiency here. In the mud. So we're gonna add more fuel tanks. There we go. More boosters. I like boosters too, Sean. But do you think I should add more boosters? You should be okay with this, I think. That's a big rocket. Maybe it's like more boosters. You never go wrong with more boosters. Alright, well, we should be okay here. And by the way, you can time warp here too, but the problem is that when you start time warping, when you're launching like this, the game gets very unstable and your rocket kind of wheels up. Yeah, I'm going to burn to about 100 kilometers on my apoasis. And then I'll maneuver to your superposition. And I'm going to start my 10-degree pitch here. So I'm about 10 degree here. Right on that line right there. We'll keep it there for a while. Bless you.
I'm back. Where are we at? We in orbit yet?
Not yet. We're getting there. We're going to be going a little horizontal here.
Oh, here we go. We're up at 20 kilometers. Someone says you should have rolled way earlier.
Yeah, probably.
I like to roll.
Alright, let's check where our Oasis is going to be here. So. We're very low. I don't think we have enough boosters. Usually we should be a lot higher. The problem is again, we're building a large rocket, and I haven't done a large rocket yet. So. Now I sneezed too. Sorry, I couldn't cut my mic there. Oops. You know what? I'm just going to program. This is a very difficult rocket to control, guys. I don't like this. I'm wasting.
Yeah, we should have overridden the.
Very difficult to control this rocket. It's so dark because of the night. Yeah, I can't even get my Oasis level 70 with this. I burned so much fuel. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Going back to revert assembly. Yeah, it's not enough boosters. Yeah, I definitely agree. So let's do this, guys. I don't like these solid rocket boosters at all. Do you trust me on this? Even though like.
Oh, I totally do. Yeah, we gotta up the ante.
Awesome. All right, so let's actually do this. We're gonna go big balls. All right, so we're gonna put some major fuel tanks on here. We're gonna get rid of these and actually go to 2 of them. I'm gonna do the design that I kind of like, that works for me in the single. So we're gonna go to decouplers. Oops. We're gonna go to 2 of these. Symmetrical, not asymmetrical. Perfect. And then we're going to actually go to liquid stage, and we're going to put some big thrusters on those big rockets. So we need fuel tanks. We're going to go down here. Perfect. This will get us in orbit much better. Trust me. Ah, god damn it. Alright. Alright, well they didn't. It's not very pretty. We're not going for pretty though, right?
Right.
I just want them on there. Alright. I'm using Alt to actually put them on there so it's easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I know we got more weight on there, but it'll also be big thrust. I don't know. We're going to try it out, Sean. We'll see. I mean, this works for the smaller ones, but we can add some boosters on here too. But let's get some aerodynamics.
Oh yeah.
Solid state. I know you like solid boosters. We haven't even got to the orbital mechanics yet. Jesus.
Oh wow.
About how to circularize orbits and stuff, but. Aerodynamics. Oh. Guess we gotta go with the big guns on this one. Nope, those are too big. Alright, well, we'll add some boosters on here just because I know you like boosters. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go 2 more of these. I'm gonna put boosters on this side. Yes. Alright, and then we'll put. This is a hell of a ship here. NASA would be shitting a brick how much money we're spending on this probably, but. Alright. Yes, I'll add some struts. Structural struts. Oh. God damn it. I should just. Alright, so strut there. Ah. Getting these things on these things are pain. Let me tell you, dude. Should just snap to that, but for some reason. There we go. Okay, so struts on these boosters. God damn it. I keep doing that. And this is why I don't work for NASA. Strut there. Alright, now we're good. Check my things here. What's this? Let's see here. This needs to go down here. This is there. That's going to be a new stage. So I want to make that a different stage. See, those drop that and that. Those drop those. So these will be actually burning first. And then the other thing I probably want to do is add a fuel line. So these drain first and maximize my fuel in here. I probably got too many fuel. I think I got too many things in here, but whatever. So I need a fuel line. That's under... where is the fuel lines? So I want a fuel line to go from this direction to flow to there. Okay, so now these should drain first. Alright. Well, ain't pretty, but we're not going for functionality, are we? I got for some reason a decoupler here, and I don't know what the hell that is for. Alright, what the hell, John? Let's go for it.
Alright, let's try.
I haven't built big ships yet, the small ones. Yeah, next my fuel lines. And by the way, the other way to do this, like the Apollo 11 or something like that, you build a command module, right? And then you have the lunar module land, and then you can actually return the lunar module using a rendezvous with the control module, refuel, and then send that back to Earth. But that's complicated. I'm not going to do that. If you want to do it that way. All right. Here we go, guys. Right now.
Oh yeah, that's more thrust.
Now there's two fuel lines, one each side. You can see these burning, these two burning first. Oh, I don't have my main thing, shit. I'm gonna activate this again. There you go. I'll have to change that.
Wow.
Alright, I'm gonna start rolling. Do my about 10 degree, 20 degree pitch here. Check your staging. Yeah, I know.
Ah.
Alright, so we get rid of these. Doing everything manually, but that's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get us in orbit. We're gonna get in orbit. Now this is about max Q here. Usually you're throttle down through max Q. You want to throttle down during max Q. This was real life. That's where your forces for atmospheric pressure is your most. Go through that. Go throttle up. Yeah, I'm about 45 degrees right now. We can check our apparatus here. It's going up. Alright, we can get rid of these now.
Are you gonna add a maneuver?
I'm on a new stage because that wasn't that on We're gonna get this to about 100,000 kilometers, give or take. And you can see on my nav ball, it's still at a 45-degree angle, so. Alright, so I'm gonna cut the engines at around 100,000. Then I'm gonna add a maneuver here. Then we can go prograde. Get it around. That's still a big burn. I'm just not going high enough, am I? What do you guys? How high should I go for the Apoasis on this big rocket? Because I'm not used to this high at Delta V, using these big rockets. Like I said, I've been doing everything with just like very small ones. All right, so we'll do the second burn at Apoasis. Then we go prograde. This is prograde. That's retrograde. Oh, okay. That's a little bit better. That's only a minute burn. Yeah, I'm not going to circularize at the Apoasis. I'll circularize in between, but no. I will circularize at the Apoasis because I want to raise my periapsis and lower my apoapsis if I need to. Because to circularize it, you have to do it in 2 steps. You can't circularize in a single step when you have an elliptical orbit. All right, so let's do this burn. Let's at least get in an orbit first. So we're gonna go hit here for maneuver, and then we'll kind of show the what prograde, retrograde, and all that stuff does. So I want to do this at about half the time here, so about 40 seconds. So right about now, we full burn. Yeah, I know I use a lot of fuel dragging empty tanks. I know. We'll get into orbit here. Yeah, you want to burn at Apoasis for your circularization. That way, it raises your periapsis and you have the maximum amount of efficiency. I do understand the concepts. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it in the game, right?
Yeah.
Easier said than done. This game is not for the faint of heart, let me tell you. Alright, John, you can see our Delta V going down here. This is a good burn.
Uh-oh.
Now my periapsis and apoapsis is shifting here.
Hey, look at that.
Nice. Oh, this is beautiful.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's stop it there. We don't need to go full
You're right.
elliptical.
All right. You're right. All right, so I don't have to go full out there. Now as long as my periapsis is higher than 70, I'm not going to burn in the atmosphere. So, I think we're in orbit.
Yeah.
And check it out. Warp around. Woo! Make sure we don't crash.
Nice.
Nice. We're in orbit. Yay! Congratulations. Step 1. Auto saving. And now you can actually go faster around here. All right, we're in a full orbit. So I'm actually going to save it as well. I'm going to call this now part 2. Mun part 2. I actually get something else named it. All right, now guys, woo! Listen, I'm gonna actually show them what's actually going on here when we're actually at these different positions for with respect to our SAS, because I think it's important. So if I'm going to be prograde, that means I'm going to be going in the direction of of orbit, the way I'm traveling. So I'm prograde. I'm traveling around the Earth like this. You have 2 vectors that you're kind of having right now. You have the thrust vector that you're going in direction orthogonal to the Earth with respect to the actual center of mass, and then you actually have you have your thrust vector and then your radio vector. So the radio vector is with respect to the radius of the Earth. So all that's going to do is make me go in a circle, right? So, oh yeah, I guess I'm not going to extend my panels now. Do I need it? Why would I need? I don't really care about my electricity right now. But Sean wants me to, so he just thinks it looks cool. So, oh, look at that! Look at that! I got solar panels! Yay!
Cool.
So I'll extend my solar panels. Why not? They better not break off when I thrust. All right, so we're going to extend the solar panels. All right, so got my alarm going off. Time to get up. I don't even know where the hell am I. All right, so if I go retrograde, that's going to go in the other direction. Yay! All right, so that would be if I wanted to like lower my orbit, and we'll explain the transfers to do an orbital transfer. But the other ones are going to be these right here, which are your normal and anti-normal. That's going to be orthogonal to the plane of orbit, which means perpendicular, by the way. So if my orbit is going to be going around this way, normal is going to be 90 degrees with that plane of orientation. And if you actually go to your orbit thing, here's my orbital plane right here. So normal is going to be this direction here. That's what normal means. If I'm anti-normal, that just means I'm going to be the opposite. I'm going to be facing towards the plane. Then the radial in and radial out, I'm going to explain later. The radial in and radial out basically is a way to actually do course corrections, but they use a lot of fuel that way. So, but if you do a radial in and radial out, you'll see that it's actually going outwards from the Earth. Right, so I'm pointing directly away from the Earth. Right, I'm going away from the radius. I'm going the center of the Earth. I'm going away from it. So radial in is going to be pointed directly towards the Kerbal, and you actually see it because it's become brown, which means I'm heading towards it. So that's radial in, radial out, and you'll use those occasionally. I've discovered they come in handy. But anyways, I'm going to go back prograde. So, John, let's try to circularize this orbit a little bit. So I can just show people how to do it. I got it saved, so if I don't really need to circularize, then go straight to the MUN from here, right? And another ship I got out there. That's the MUN right there. Well, let's circularize this orbit. So I have to circularize the orbit in 2 steps. I wanted to actually either lower my apoapsis or raise my periapsis. I'm going to raise my periapsis here. So the way I raise my periapsis is I go to my apoapsis. Let's time warp over there a little bit. Whatever you do on one side is going to change the orbit on the other side. So you got to do this in 2 steps. So, because you're going to create an ellipse by doing this. So hopefully this should work here. I'm going to go my apoapsis. And I'm going to go prograde because I want to raise the orbit. And I'm going to thrust until this periapsis goes about 2,806 kilometers when I get near it. I'm going to warp a little bit more. All right, let's burn. You see that going out? This should be about the same, so 28,000. And shift will do a minor burn. So 28. So we're just going to burn this. We get a 28.8 kilometers, 288 kilometers, 1,000 kilometers. I don't want to overshoot it because then I got to do a different course correction. It's going up.
There you go. You're almost there.
Almost there. I cut my engines right at 28.8. Oh, I went too far because now my apoapsis is too high. My apoapsis moved so much that it changed that. So let me go back to my orbit here. Circularization is hard, dude.
Yeah.
I call it MUM Part 2. Try this again here. We're gonna warp to the apoapsis. Hey, by the way, I've learned this game in a week. I don't think I've done that bad for a week. So this is not an easy game.
So you split the difference.
You want to do it right in the midpoint? No, I think you do it at the Apoasis because that way it's more cost efficient.
All right.
But I just gotta pay attention to. I don't want that Apoasis to move. All right, so we're gonna do a burn here. Prograde. Oh, I gotta go prograde first. Now we go. I could circularize it by doing this too. Let me go back around. Actually, you know what? Since I don't really care that much about my height, I can actually burn from this side and do a retrograde. Right, lower altitude by retrograde at periapsis. So that should lower my apoapsis. I have mnemonics for everything. How do you think I got through nuke school? So I should be able to go retrograde here and now lower my apoapsis. See, like that. Okay, there we go. Now can you guys see that this is a more circularized orbit? I'm still on, but 157, 127. And then you can make some finer adjustments. But anyways, that's how you circularize an orbit. But we don't really care about that because we are off to the moon. So let's revert this, and we're going to go to the moon here. We don't need a circularized orbit. I need all the fuel I can get. All right, so, hey, John, you want to learn how to get to the moon?
Yeah, we need to do orbital insertion proximity alert.
Awesome. Let's do orbital insertions. So we are going to go to this object over here. We're going to set that as target. You'll notice, guys, that we have a descending node and an ascending node, and you'll notice that the plane of our orbit is 3 degrees off this plane, right? So 3.1 on the ascending node, negative 3.1 on the descending node. Now, it's not that critical to get to the moon, as I know I've tried before without doing any orbital planar changes, but I think it's easier if you do. So we are going to change the plane shape. We're going to change, or not the shape. We're going to change the orientation, the inclination of the plane. We want to lower this 3.1 down to 0 and raise this up to 0. So the way we do that is we're going to be going on the descending node. We're actually going to burn normal. So what that's going to do is it's going to raise this up and lower this down. So
cool.
See how this is raising that up? Actually, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to do this maneuver. So we are going to say here, we want to add maneuver, and we want to move it this way. Oops, that's too much, I think. Oops. See the tilt? It gets a pretty good tilt, right? So we're just tilting this. So I want to tilt this prograde. No, is that going down? Nope, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go retro. All right, help me out, Doc. I want.
So
I want to burn so I can get this normal or at the down. I think it's normal this way and anti-normal this way. But I want to get the 0 with the orbital.
yeah, so go up.
Where do I burn from? The
Normal.
midpoint?
Yeah.
All right, so I burn from here. And I want to tilt this.
Oh.
Maybe I want to go. I guess I want to go
Anti-normal.
anti-normal. Yeah. No, that's not doing it. That's going to be way out there. Look at that. Look at that. That's way too much. Yeah, that tilts it like that.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but that's still way too
Okay.
much. I want.
Stop right. You had it for a minute.
Well, it looks could be deceiving if you eyeball it. By the way, that's why I'm
Yeah,
looking
so
at
we need that.
I'm looking at the descending node, and I want to get that to 0. 5.7, 4.7, 3.6, 3.4. It just skips it. Do the maneuver at the marker. I don't know what he means by that.
Go to do the maneuver at
At
periapsis.
periapsis? Okay, so I can move that around there. Oh, yeah, you do it at periapsis or apoapsis. That's right. So now I do retro at periapsis. That should lower it that way. Oh, there we go. See, I'm at 1 degree now. 0.9. Perfect. You're right. Do it at periapsis. 0.8. That's good. So, I mean, 1 degree. What's 1 degree? All right, that's close enough. So we're gonna do a quick 8-second burn just to get the orbital match. That's nothing. I got enough fuel for that. So 8 seconds. So 4 seconds before the node, 4 seconds after the node. You can see it counting down here. But 4 seconds, I just want to do a quick 8-second burn. Time speeding up. People are like losing subs, Steve. Hey, this is fun for me. I like this. I'm learning as I go too. Like I said, I've only played this game a week. I dare people to try to learn this much in a week. I bet you guys killed a lot of Kerbals the first week you guys played. All right, so 4 seconds. I'm going to start the burn. Watch my delta V go down to 0. 3 seconds afterward. All right, so that's about the best we're going to get. That's 1 degree. We don't mind that. 1 degree is good, right? That's
Yeah.
pretty close to our plane here. All right, so let's go to the moon. So the way we're going to do that is that we're going to go about over here where it starts coming over the horizon, the way I usually do it. And I'm just going to radial out until I intersect with the moon. Now, these little symbols here, right here, John, this is my closest approach. But on here, if you look, I'm going to actually hit the escape, and I don't want to do that. So I want this to match that, and I'm just going to I'm going to retrograde out until those kind of match somewhere. And I can kind of move this around to see what that actually happens. Oh, look at that. So that gets me pretty close to the moon. Yeah. Now, this will capture me here, and then I can kind of land and burn from there. So this is a big burn time though, 42 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. Let me see if I can try to get a smaller burn. Let me see here. Where should I burn this to do this, guys? Because that 42 seconds seems an awful big burn.
It's not too bad. You got enough fuel?
Let's check. I'm a little low. I mean, I'm halfway there. If as long as it's green, I have enough to do it, right? So I guess as long as it gets me there, I guess it doesn't matter. All right. So,
Yeah. Let's go to the moon.
All right. As long as this is green here, you're fine. It tells you have enough green to do it, or enough fuel to do it. Let's pull that back in a little bit. And by the way, you'll see on my apoapsis is way over here. It's right. It's in the orbital thing, so it's going to get us where we're going to go. It's not going to go too far with a high inclination. So now it's got to move this around till it actually intersects with the moon. The moon should be somewhere around there. There we go. All right, so let's burn that for 38 seconds. Perfect. So we're going to warp over there. Once I get over here, I could easily land it from there. So we want to burn at about 19 seconds before the node. I'm warping here, as you can tell. All right, so we're gonna start the burn about here, and you guys are. Oh, you guys make sure you have maneuver, by the way. Big thing, put it on maneuver, so you're actually heading to this blue thing here. This will put us on a course here. So 14 seconds till the node. Yeah, I know. I was like, you need to aim the right direction before burning. Yes, thank you. This is why you actually either have to use these manually or you can use the SES maneuver mode, which I'm doing right now. It saves me from having to think about which direction I want to go. Which...
So, Steve, that teal-colored ellipse that's growing, is that your trajectory?
That's my
as
current
you
orbit.
burn, it's
Right.
Okay.
So I want this to match here. I'm going to go to a little slower burn. So you'll see this start matching this right here.
Okay.
So I want this to be over here.
Yeah, you're almost there, kinda. Turn it off at the right moment in time. Get ready, get ready.
And
Right,
bam! Woo!
boom!
Boom, baby! Boom, shakalaka. Now I can actually just warp over there, and I actually just stop when I get over there.
Oh, hell yeah.
So this I'm transferring my orbital from here to here. Once I get over here, it actually will place the MUN as the primary source because it's captured me at that point. I mean, it's gravitational field mostly. Up, see? So, oh, I went too far. Shit. Ah!
What happened?
I time warped too much. It's supposed to actually stop there.
All right, back up.
I can't just back up. I have to use so much. I have to reset it because I'm going to use so much fuel to get back to here. It's ridiculous.
I mean, like rewinding the
rewind
program.
time. All right, so load save. This is why you save often in this game, by the way, guys. But at least you get the idea there. So that's an pretty easy maneuver. I'd called it Mum Part 2. There we go. All right, so let's do that real quick again. We're not going to circularize or anything like that. We don't care about that. We're not even going to do the orbital thing. I'm just going to go straight to the MUN.
How are you gonna get captured by the moon? Let's check that orbit.
Right here. As long as I have the MUN counter, it'll capture me. All right, so I got a 37-second burn. Again, not that critical when you go to the MUN. It's pretty easy compared to the other things. So we want to do that about 20 seconds before. We're going to go to maneuver. And we're going to burn. Burn, baby, burn. Yeah, warp here. You're right. I got to use the warp here. It saves me overshooting. You'll see this. You'll see this is going out. I'm getting to where I got to go. Don't keep count of how many Kerbals I've killed. I'm burning off my Delta V here when it gets into 0. Shoot it.
Boom.
Boom. All right. Good to go. So I'm going to warp here. After I get rid of this node. Roll lock. Damn it. I see. The problem is I have to be in direct line of sight with the Kerbal Space Center, or I can't get rid of that. Now I can warp here. Yay! Should switch to the MUN. It kind of moving up to us. Awesome. A little bit further so I can have it capture us. Awesome. Now you'll see it change perspective. Now I'm actually with the MUN here. So I'm going to save this. We can call this MUN Part 3. And I am going to actually try to land this thing. Good luck, right?
Nice.
Yeah. I still have this stage here, and I got a little bit of fuel left, so I'm going to use that to kind of slow down. Now, there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can actually radial in, or you can just retrograde burn. Retrograde burn always uses less fuel, so I'm going to just kind of do a maneuver here and do a retrograde to lower my periapsis here. So that's the green. Right on it. See, There we go. So I'm just going to lower that down to here. Oh,
Whoa.
yeah, pretty cool, right? So it's going to land me right there, and it's going to be a 13-second burn time, which is pretty good, right? That's hardly anything.
Yeah.
So we're going to wait till I get my orbit here matches here, which is a 12 minutes my node. So I'm going to get down to about 6 seconds, and then I'm going to start that burn. I'm going to do a control burn. I'm not going to do a full burn because I don't want to overshoot this. All right. So we're going to use shift and control to actually control that burn. So you're going to watch this like go down to here. That gets close enough. Oh, got to do maneuver. Hang on. Got to make sure you're in the maneuver. You want to be heading to this blue here. I keep forgetting that. This should start coming around over here. I guess I have to do a full burn. That's what's going to take for that. This might be good. Look at that! Look at that! Oh my God, that's so awesome! Look at my periapsis! Look at my periapsis! It's gonna go right there. Okay, I am running right into the moon. All right, so I'm just gonna go a little bit more. How perfect is that?
Nice.
Oh my God, that's perfect. Look at that! Look at that, guys! Look at that!
That's beautiful.
Isn't that perfect? Okay, so I am going to actually save this game again. We're going to call this MUN Part 4. Now, I am going to actually switch the map mode here, or M mode, when I can actually see what I'm doing here. Where's the MUN? There it is. Okay, so I am going to. This is how I actually land, guys. You guys tell me what you guys think. I actually just go into retrograde. And what this is going to do is going to burn off my horizontal velocity and my vertical velocity as I try to keep oriented to when I land. It's going to be 90 degrees. And by the way, that's Kerbal. Where's the MUN? It should be there's the MUN. All right. So I want to land such that I'm coming in, burning off my horizontal and vertical speed because I don't want to land at very high velocity. I want to be under 10. I want to keep it around 5 meters per second. So I am going to like time warp a little bit here. I've saved it, so we're good. And all right, so I'm falling too fast.
Oh.
Time warping sucks, man. But I saved it. Like I said, save often. Oh, you know what? I'm out of electricity. No, I got batteries. I got a charge.
Yeah.
We're good on that. I don't want to land with the sails. I can open them when I'm... Okay, so let's try that again. Let's time warp this again. So not that much. And this time I'm actually gonna watch from the here. So I kind of know where I'm at. All right, so okay. I need it. Like I said, time warp is really pickled in this game. All right, so now if I go to M, I go to retrograde. Now I can start burning it off. All right, so I'm going to actually change this to. By the way, this is like over water. You know, this is actually your surface. I always forget to change this. I'm not going to do that this time. So I want to know how far I am from the surface, right? So my surface speed is 332 meters per second, which is going to be way too high. I will burn that off, but I want to be waiting until I get a little bit lower. So let's get down to like 100 kilometers. And you can see me falling retrograde. This is the fun part. And I'll save it at 100 too, because the lower you can get and start burning, the more efficient it is. But I got plenty of fuel, I think. All right, so we're going to save it here. I'm traveling pretty fast.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call it a quick save. All right, so I'm traveling pretty fast. So I'm actually going to do some burning here and cut this speed down a little bit. Because I don't want to hit the ground fast. I got plenty of fuel to burn here. All right, so we're getting pretty low now. Now you notice my orientation is getting more perpendicular.
Yeah.
So I am in definitely a retrograde. This is called a gravity turn, by the way, guys. So I'm going to slow down a little bit. Yeah, I'll burn off my other stage here. I'm just using this fuel here, what I got left, to slow down my descent, so I don't have to use this stage to burn off this extra speed. I'll wait till I get down to like 40 or 50 meters or something. Kilometers. We gotta burn off all this extra speed. Now, okay, so I use my fuel. Now I eject that stage. I'm gonna activate this engine. Now this is the hard part. I got a lot of speed to burn off still. And I gotta have enough fuel to get back. So this is the real, and I gotta put my landing gear down. So. All right, this is the real. And by the way, you notice I'm landing on the night side. That kind of sucks. So I can't really even gauge the ground. So I just have to kind of hope that I burn off enough speed here at near the end. I'm falling at 335 meters per second. Oh, I only extended one leg. You're right. No, I saw the legs. Yeah. I'll extend it once because I have the symmetry on them. So when we get down to like 5,000 feet, I'll try to burn. I don't know why it breaks the sound barrier when you're on mud, but whatever. You hear that sound barrier thing? It's on a burning off a lot of speed here. Oh, was it the other stage? Was it the other stage impacting? Could have been. All right, so we're just gonna coast on down with this.
I can't see how high up you are.
I am 2,000 meters.
Okay.
And I'm 100 meters per second. I still got a lot of speed to burn off, but I don't want to waste too much fuel. I wish I would have landed on the light side, but whatever. We can get down to below 1,000 before I try to waste more fuel. Alright, so now I'm just gonna like control my rockets we're using. Oh! Shit.
Oh!
Damn it! Damn it! That came up fast.
Yeah.
That's why I like the light side, but damn, because I should just basically be using my instrumentation, but all right, that's fine. Quick save. Dad, they lived. They lived. They lived. How the hell they live? I think I probably need to wait till I'm lower in orbit. I don't want to burn that much fuel using my lander, so. Oh, I'm at 55, so I'm gonna burn that off. I got lights. Here you go. Save your first stage. Burn close to the ground. Yeah. I burned too early, I think. So 15, 12, 10, 9,000, 8,000. I'm coming real fast. These rockets are not that powerful. Gotta go retrograde too. What do you think, John? Am I gonna make it? I don't know. It's gonna be close. I'm at 1,000 meters and I still got burned down. But... All right, now I'm at 5 meters per second. Now it's going slow enough. We're getting there. It's too dark. I know, it sucks. I usually land on the light side. I could change. I mean, I can go back and change that, but whatever. All right, so we're cruising down here at 100 meters soon. 35 meters, 10 meters. Ah! I landed though. I landed, but you know what? I broke my engines. Hang on one second. Let me turn this off. Light. I need something to. Yeah, that's. I don't think I like landing on the dark side. Hard to see.
Yeah.
They're still alive, but they can't get back though. They can't get back. They got no engine. The engine blew.
All right. So go back to month 3 or 4, I think, where you have been approaching the moon.
You want to land on the light
and
side?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be kind of hard because the light side is actually over here, and I'm going this way. So I'm gonna have to actually do a burn.
Yeah.
Where am I going here?
Just a little one.
Yeah, just a little bit to get it over here, right? So add maneuver. And I'm. Damn it. Get rid of some of these. Okay, now I can actually see. So I want to actually raise that. So I want to go about there. How about right about there? Oops, shoot. Does that sound good?
Where are you going?
Right over here.
Right. Oh, hold on. Right.
It's like a 0.1 second burn. It's like nothing. So I want to go there. Get rid of that. All right, so let's just get over here real quick. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm going this way. So actually,
Yeah.
I got to put it on the other side here. Yeah, I thought that originally. I'm actually heading this way, so I need to do a maneuver here, and I want to go prograde, so I raise this up. And then I'll do another burn a little bit to kind of bring it down over here. This is only a 2-second burn, so I'm not using that much fuel. All right, 26 minutes to get over there. I'm going to speed that up. Get down to 1 minute. All right, I overshot it. That's okay. All right. There we go. All right, so now my periapsis is over here, and then I'm going to actually kind of just burn from here. Do another burn maneuver. Pull that down retrograde. And hopefully interact with the mun here somewhere. Nope. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, John.
Darn.
Oh, well, maybe there. I don't know. It's still on the dark side, I think. Let me see if I can... I'm going to start this earlier. Let me see if I can start this over here and maybe go retrograde. Retrograde. Damn it! I don't want to tilt my plane. If not, I could do a radial burn, I guess. Oh, that's good. I'd prefer doing a retrograde burn than the radial because it's so much more cost efficient. But if I have to do a radial, I can radial this around like that. And maybe pull it back in a little bit. Oops. Alright, there we go. So close. Radial in, radial in. Oh, perfect. Alright, well, I guess that's a little bit better. 3-second burn coming up here. Maneuver. Then I'm gonna... Ah, shit. See how fast that comes around? So I'm just going to come around again. I hate warping. It's so hard to warp, guys. I hate this. Can I just say maneuver to here?
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta do the maneuver again because if not, it's gonna say I've overdone it. All right, let's try that. So I want to warp to here. How do I warp to there? Yes, I can't figure. I can't get this warping down very well. You want to I guess you got to warp over there first. All right, now I can add maneuver. I'm gonna do a retrograde burn to lower my periapsis to intersect with the. There we go. So 3 seconds coming up here. 2, 1.
Burn.
Burn. Oh, I forgot to put maneuver. It's okay, I can make up for it here. Yay! Perfect. Yay! I'll be on the light side. Okay. Now I'll save this.
Boom.
Alright. Whew! What a pain in the ass. Alright, retrograde. Now I'm going to go retrograde so I can burn off my horizontal and vertical speed. I'm going to switch to map or M view. Got barely any fuel left, so I'm going to wait as long as possible before I start burning that off. So, get this down here. We're going to land here. We're going to get these guys safely on here. Let's get this to about 100 kilometers, I guess, before I start burning all that extra speed off. It's going to line me better. Burn off that extra speed. Oh, that's my turbo. Alright. Landing legs. I wish I had some spotlights. I should have put some spotlights on here, huh? Yeah, I've saved. Yeah. Of course, I saved scumming. This whole game is about save scumming. If you don't save scum, you're screwed. I'm actually gonna save scum here in a second too. I'm still not on the light side though. Well, I might. Yeah, it's gonna put me over there a little bit, I guess. I get down to 10,000 meters and I'll burn. Alright, I'm going to save this again. Save scumming! I'm still coming in real hot. lot of fuel to burn on that speed off. Alright, I gotta set the surface. Ah! Oh, I forgot to set it to surface, that's why. God damn it, I keep forgetting that. If you don't set this as a surface, it doesn't tell you. Thank God for safe scumming. John, I suck at this. You don't want me to work with me for NASA, okay?
Well, this is hard finger work.
It is, because I hate warping. That's what the warping is, the worst part. Alright, so I gotta put this to surface. That helps. Then I want to go retrograde. Because my warping sucks. I'm at 5 times warp. I'm gonna get down to like 5,000 meters. Burn. Get this down to below 10. Eventually. I'm gonna burn off a lot of speed here. Oh, come on, burn, baby, burn! Ah!
Don't crash.
Don't crash. Don't crash. That's sage advice. This is just that's good. I didn't think about that. What game? Shit. What was that on? Quick save 3. All right. So I've got to burn off a lot more energy because I'm just burning way too late. People have faith in me. I've landed numerous times. It's just not using these types of rockets and stuff.
Alright, we'll get it this time.
I burned off a lot there, so that should. 98, 91, 89. Like I said, I'm gonna get down at 5,000 or so. I'll start fine throttling. This is looking good. Again, I don't want to use too much fuel. I gotta make sure I have enough to get back.
Remember, Steve, I'm running interference. I got your back.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so this is it. Don't breathe. I'm dropping at a pretty good rate, but nothing I can't burn off. Yeah, my gear's down. It's just hard to see, but much slower now, isn't it? Going down. I'll get this about 50. I'm just doing very paranoid. This is not, by the way, this is the lowest way of doing this, pathetic way of doing it because I'm burning so much fuel. Yeah, my legs are down.
Alright, so you're 1,100 meters, 55 meters per second.
300 meters. 300 meters at 6.5 meters per second. Just kind of coast down. Now cut off my engines. Touchdown. Looking good. I'm under 10 meters per second here. Can you see that? I'm at 170 meters. I'm looking good.
Just hold.
Just hold. Just hold it. Wasting fuel, but it's okay. 12. 100 meters. 5 meters per second. That's perfect. It's going to be a perfect landing, I think. Don't breathe, guys. I'm losing too much speed. Back off a little. hate this game.
What?
I hate this. I hate this. It broke my engine. I gotta get back
Dude.
now.
Oh, man.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend that we actually landed safely, because I'm just going to go to revert to another game that I have and just show you how to get back, because I can't land this thing. It's too big. All right, that's up to live chat. I mean, I got all day, but I know you're probably busy. But you guys want to try one more time with this, or do you want me to revert to a save file that I have where I can actually show you how to get back? Yeah, they're alive, but they can't. They're stranded. It's so hard to do in the dark. I know it's weird. All right, I'll try one more damn time. God damn it! It's so hard. I had it too, but the problem is I'm wondering if my landing gear is too high. Is it hitting the engine first? Because that's every time that engine's just toast.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the engine is too large for the landing gear. I think that's the case. All right, one more time, and if they get stranded, oh well, they knew what they were signing up for. All right, so retrograde, change that. Let's lower this to about 50,000. Okay, burn, baby, burn.
Oh, when you get really low, save it so we could try many times from that.
I'm going too fast. I'm going too fast. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. So one more time. That was my fault. You're right. I should have saved it like right at that point, huh? The last game. All right, so I got to burn all this off. Surface. Kerbal's hating. I told you guys, man, before. I suck at orbital mechanics, and every Kerbal on the planet hates me. My immortal soul. I'll save this when I get down to like 100 meters per second.
Yeah.
But 5,000 feet at 150 meters per second, I'm going to save this because I think that's the perfect entry thing. All right, so I'm going to save this. Quick save 4. All right. My lights are on. I don't have any spotlights on this. I just got the internal lights. I'm just hoping my engines don't burn up again.
All right, let's see here.
Alright, this is going down pretty good. And that's going down good. I'm going back up. I don't want to do that. Now I'm going back up. You see my altimeter?
Yeah, go down to 5 meters per second.
I gotta start falling again. Alright, I'm falling again. Alright, let me save it here because I'm kind of at the perfect point. Going down. Man, this is tense, guys. My altimeter 120, 10 meters per second, which is a little bit high, but it's safe. I like to be under 10.
Alright, Steve, are you going to be able to get it down to 5?
Yeah.
Because I think someone said there's a engine landing tolerance.
Damn it! But see, I'm not used to this engine. Use a parking brake. Yeah, I need a TARDIS that has a parking brake. Yeah, I keep kind of like floating up. The gravity's so low on this mun. It's like shit. Like a yo-yo, yeah. Yeah, I keep bouncing back up. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I need to be. I know there's a sweet spot.
Well, you're
where
climbing. Okay, now you're falling.
I'm falling, but I'm falling too fast. I'm climbing.
Have you tried just giving it little taps? Just a little tap
Okay.
of thrust. Tap,
Rather
tap.
than sustained. Yeah, I got too high of. Oh, I'm not in retrograde. That's why. Let me just point it out to me. I've got horizontal things. It's because I wasn't in retrograde.
Oh, how
That's
could
why-
you see that?
Yeah, that good call. Thank you.
Oh,
because,
there you.
because that's why I wasn't working too well because I wasn't in retrograde. I wasn't burning off my horizontal speed. I want to be perpendicular, so I got to be retrograde here. Almost there. Yay! I've landed. I've landed and I'm tilting over. Don't tilt over. All right. Whew, don't tilt
You
over.
landed.
Ooh, I landed. So I'm saved, landed. I probably won't be able to get back, but whatever. Oops.
All right.
Ooh, my
Steve
God.
plays Team Fortress 2 someday for $2. Homing Ninja.
Thank you. Yeah, what game? Team Fortress
Team
2? I
Fortress-
like Team Fortress 2. I can play that. I play a couple of them. I can do a heavy or flame pyro. All right. So the problem is that I'm out of tilt here. This is gonna, and I'm falling over fast. So let's get these guys out of here. Ah, shit! Really? All right. Well, we'll pretend that didn't happen. I have a save game, so let's get these guys out of here. So we gotta actually do EVA. So EVA. So she should be coming out here. So climb out. So here she is, my little astronaut. Yay! Hi. Hey there, buddy.
Cool.
And she's gonna like, I'm gonna go RSC, and that means I get some thrust here. So yay! So she's bouncing around the moon. All right. Now, normally the engineer would come out, or the scientist would come out and go to the service bay and do all the experiments. We're not going to do that. I'm going to blast off when it's upright and go back to Earth. Oh yeah, she got a headlight too. All right, so let's actually let's go back to Earth because this. Alright, so we track my landing gear. This is the fun part here. I want to get the apsis up here and get the hell out of here. All right, so the escape velocity from the mun is 800 meters per second. So I've got to go at least 800 meters per second, but I've also got to.
Oh, now we're gonna go back home.
Yeah, I didn't want to go that way. I wanted to maneuver here. I'm gonna do a maneuvering. I'm gonna go pro. All right, there we go. So this is gonna get us out here. I'll actually go a little bit further so I can actually kind of radial in. Let's see here. This will be my apsis here, and this will actually get us home. Okay, so see how this transfers. This will go to here, then it'll go to this purple thing, and this will get us right back to home here. And it's only a 24-second burn, so I have enough fuel to do it. So I'm going to do a maneuver burn. All right, guys, here we go. Hopefully this will get us
launch.
Let's get down to 1 minute here. 1 minute. Burn at about 12 seconds before the node. Oh, I got to maneuver. By the way, I'm not watching live chat, so if you're pointing this out to me, I can't see. This is a critical burn, so I want to get as close as possible. And here we go for 24 seconds. At 12. Alright, so watch this go out there. My apoapsis is going up. It's going to eventually leave the Mun encounter. Burning off my delta V, burning it off. 10 more second burn, 9 seconds, 8. Look at this. There it goes. There it goes. It's landing on the right there.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so that's a pretty good burn. I'm going to keep it there. Oh, shoot. Over that. Because this actually intersects with the Earth, or the Kerbal. Actually, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to time warp now. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to save my fuel a little bit so I can burn off my excess when I get to the transfer. Alright, here we go. Leaving the Mun encounter. Now my orbital will switch to here because this is my. Now I'm going around the Kerbal, and it'll get me home.
Look at that.
Now I'm going to save it here. Oh, we almost got this. And I'm going to go retrograde again because I want to burn all that off and lower my horizontal speed. I'm going to go a little bit here. I'm in orbit. I'm not going that fast, so far so good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to switch to M. All right, so this is where I want to start burning off any excess speed, and then I'm going to detach my orbital. So actually, I'm going to save it from here. All right, so I'm orbiting at about 1,600 meters per second, which is pretty good actually. I'm going to burn off a little bit. I'm 155,000 kilometers above the surface, so I got a ways to go. I'm going to get this a little lower. Get that low. All right, so now I'm going to burn off a little bit. I don't know how much to actually burn off here, but I'm going to try to get it below 2,000 meters per second. That way I know I'm safe. My parachute's rated for higher. Get down to about 1,000 kilometers. Alright. Well, that's all we're going to get. So, you check that. Now, what do you think, John?
You're coming in pretty steep.
I'm at a pretty steep angle, yeah. Try. But, oh well. We'll see. What do you guys think, guys? Will survive? I've got the ablator on here, so that's the heat shield. So that should.
You're in bullet mode now. So
yeah, ballistic trajectory. I'm in pure free fall. Yeah, I don't even know what my periapsis was, by the way, so I didn't even check.
Let's just wing it.
It doesn't really tell me because I'm here, but we're going for broke here. I always do this. My parachute. I put my parachute to like 2,000 meters because I'm really paranoid and I want to increase my minimum air pressure to 0.75. I want to make sure it opens. I should have done this before when I built the ship, but this is my setting that I just like to be safe. So I want a minimum air pressure of 0.5 atmosphere at about 2,000 meters. Here we go. I'm going to be burning up here in re-entry. Look at them. They're so excited. They're like, yes, we're going home. We're going home.
Yeah.
They're probably going to die, but they're going home. Didn't promise them they'd come back alive. Look at this. When I get down when I get below the atmosphere, then I'll hit deploy shoot, and then it'll automatically open it for me. 80, 82, 80, 79. I'm too scared to actually speed this up at this point. Look at this.
Yeah, here you go.
All right, now I'm into the atmosphere. Oh, I'll be fine. Look at that. Oh, got a little heat, but it's nowhere. When it gets up here, you die. So I think I'm good. Aero braking. Aero braking. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Not even close.
Don't
to
you want
thermal.
to?
Yeah.
Don't you want to land in the water? Or we?
I don't think I'm gonna have a choice here.
Okay.
So it's unsafe to deploy my chute yet. So I gotta wait till that's
Wait, at
safe.
2,000 meters
Now
or
it's
2
now-
kilometers?
Now it's safe. So I've armed it. So we're hoping that at 2,000 kilometers this parachute opens. It'll do a pre-open, and then when it gets lower, it'll actually fully open and aero brake it down to about 10 to 20. No, I put a heat shield on here.
Yeah. How else would we have survived?
Yeah, that's a heat shield. If it wasn't for that, I would have been toast.
Yeah, literally.
All right, just in case though. I'm safe scumming. I told people I'm a safe scummer. What do you want? Oh. Should I put my legs out?
No,
The
you
leg-
need the ladder.
You don't think I should put where are my legs? My legs are gone. That's right.
That was for the other thing.
Yeah, but I got a solar panel. Look, I'm gonna put those out anyways because I just want to. Because I can. Look at this. I'm at 1,000 meters. I'm safely at 10 meters per second squared.
Here we go. Copernicus Thinker for $2. Gotta love Kerbal.
It's a hard game. Like I said, I've only done this a week. And by the way, I do understand the concepts a little bit better than I actually showed you guys, but I wanted to actually go to the moon and back, which, by the way, we did. We built a ship. This is the same ship that we started with. We built the ship. We put the Kerbals on it. We safe scummed a lot, but we worked. I don't have air brakes. I don't need it. I'm at 10 meters per second. I'll be fine. I'll warp it a little bit. No, it's going to be a gentle landing. So 50 seconds. Yeah, 10 meters per second should be fine. I might tilt over, but who cares? $100 meters. 70 meters. Look at that. It's going to be perfect. Don't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not falling very fast. That's okay. That was the heat shield blowing up. They survived. They survived.
Watch their faces when they hit the ground. Let's see if they jolt. Oh, they're alive. All right.
Yay, they all made it. Woo! Whew. All right, so you go up here, and you can go to Space Center. Actually, I can climb in here real quick. Board. And then go up here and recover vessel. And then it'll actually give you a breakdown and everything. So it'll tell you how much science you got if you're in science mode or in career mode. And let's see here. Wait for the summary. So all the guys survived. Didn't recover many parts. Didn't actually none. And there you go. Well, that's Kerbal for you guys.
And it only took 3 hours.
3 hours to go to the moon and back. Yeah, well, like I said, not a pro at this game yet. I really would like to do more on the tutorial of the orbital mechanics for lowering the elliptical inclination, for understanding why you go prograde at apoapsis and why you go retrograde at periapsis, or apoapsis and periapsis. What's actually going on with the physics would be kind of cool. I do understand it. I actually looked at the math and I understand how you can actually use the law of cosines and the vectors to determine why you want to do a certain burn rather than do like a radial burn. But you guys get the idea. So basically, you're just lowering your apoapsis, raising your periapsis, apoapsis and periapsis. I say that word wrong all the time. And circularizing your orbit, then you're just intersecting with your target for at least the moons, first two moons. After that, it's a lot more difficult. But yeah, the Oberth effect. So. Well, what'd you guys think? I'm gonna put the hangout over here. This is actually here. That's what Dr. Kroon looks like. Isn't he a beautiful man?
Wait, what are you showing them?
Just the hangout.
Oh, the fuck. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
neat.
brought them back alive. Let's give it up for those brave Kerbals. Yay!
All right.
We could do. I wish I would have explained to them what is the home and transfer, right?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, the home and transfer is where you use a two. If you want to go to higher orbital, you do it in 2 stages. You'll basically add more energy into your orbital, so your increases your apoapsis, and then you do another burn to raise your periapsis. So you're raising your apoapsis, then you're raising your periapsis, and you're basically transferring to a higher orbital. Yeah, it's called a home and transfer. But you have to kind of to know where you want to do these things at. That's the point of this game, is to kind of figure out, okay, do I want to do it at my descending node? Do I want to do it at my ascending node? Do I want to do it at the periapsis, or I want to do the apoapsis? Do I want to do the greatest speed? Because when you're furthest away, obviously, you're at a lower speed, right? When you're closest to the center of mass, to whatever your gravitational vector is, that's going to be your bigger speed. And your delta V is going to be greater at your higher speeds because you have more inertia. You've got to try to change. You're closer. When you're further away, you need a lower delta V because you're moving at a lower speed, and smaller changes have a larger effect, right? So that kind of stuff would be kind of interesting. But anyways, whew. John, thank you, buddy. That was fun.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I never even knew about this game before today, but I'm gonna get it and play it.
You
And
might enjoy this, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So why don't you? By the way, I gotta make you a mod. I don't know why you're not a mod. I'll just make you a mod there. So if you get this game, play a couple weeks, get a decent understanding of the game, because obviously you know the science, and then maybe we could do another stream, and then we could do something else a little more complicated, like a rendezvous or something. Because rendezvousing is hard because what you got to do is, one, you've got to match the orbital inclination between your orbit and what your target is. So you got to do a normal or anti-normal burn to change that orbital inclination, and then you got to match the actual speed of your target, and then you got to dock. Yeah. Not easy. Yeah. But yeah, this game is fun as shit. Somebody got it for me, and I appreciate it immensely. I don't know if I know who it was, but I don't know if they wanted to put that out there, but I appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun with this game. I really like playing with it. So, anyways, awesome. Guys, thanks for watching this. Yeah, not my usual stream, but I told you I so often I just want to play a game and have some fun and not worry about the stress and the drama. And it's still science, but even then, I might play some other games. Like I still plan to do a stream on Borderlands 2. I'll probably do another Divinity 2, and I've been playing Sleeping Dogs, which has been really fun. Sleeping Dogs is a great game. If you guys haven't played that, it's fun. So it's just good de-stressing type of thing, because God knows, man, Twitter and the internet, damn, it's not for the faint of heart. I'm telling you. People are losing their shit left and right.
And everyone needs to keep in mind that Steve had as a disclaimer at the beginning that he's never done the 3-person module, the bigger rocket.
That is true. That's the first time I've done that.
First time. Yeah.
Yep, that was the first. And it's harder with the 3 people because your rockets are so much bigger. I should have showed you the design I had for the other rockets. Very simple stuff. In fact, yeah, I think you guys can still see here. This was a rocket before I end the stream here that I designed and build. So I'm gonna open. Very simple. That's a big one, but oh no, that's not it. That's when I was building, but I didn't. No, that's not the right one. Shit. I didn't want to launch. Unless I overwrote my other file, I don't want to do that. I don't want to overwrite the names of the things, so let's see. Open. Where did I put the single one real quick? I think I called it nuclear or something. Because I use a nuclear drive. Huh. I don't remember where that went.
You lost a rocket.
Yeah, it might have been my other save file. Because I have... Yeah, let me see if it's my other one. Because I have different games started. Let me go to the main menu. And then I'll go into a different game. Resume saved. Just so you guys give it. I think it was this one. My sandbox.
Steve, soon I have to go to a neighborhood social engagement with adult beverages.
Nice. That's always fun.
You know,
I'm going to be wrapping this up in 1 minute, so I just want to show you my. There we go. Moonland on nuclear. There we go. How do you like that?
nice.
But see, this had a payload thing, and then inside there I had a single command for seats 1.
Wow.
And then so I mean, it flew pretty well. I mean, actually, I went to the moon and back on this thing, so.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Awesome. So, anyways, guys, like I said, thank you guys for watching this. I know this is like not my usual stuff, but I enjoyed this. So, John, go get some drinks tonight, my friend. Good seeing you. And
Yeah.
thanks, guys.
Yeah, guys, we'll see you next time. We'll come back next week.
Let's do
Or
it.
something like that.
Well, yeah,
All
if
right,
you can figure
cool.
out this game in a week, good luck. Yeah, you're a genius, but damn, this game's hard, dude. But I think you'll be okay. He actually has a real PhD in astrophysics, so I think he probably will be able to figure it out. A real one, not one like not one he just like mail ordered, right? So.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. Once you get that PhD, you're always learning. You got the tool sets to learn on your own.
You know where you're following that decay curve.
Mm-hmm.
Once you
the Dunning-Kruger.
Yeah. Once you realize that you're an expert on something, you're like, God damn, I don't know shit on anything anymore. So much more to know. But anyways, guys, good night.